Hello and welcome to Roleplay Rejects, where we play new and unusual tabletop role-playing games. In Side Quest, we're taking a break from our longer stories to play just a few sessions of some very unique role-playing games out there. So sit back and enjoy.
It's not on the character sheet, but we all know it's there.
Oh, do we now?
All right, so what is this about Dune?
That Dune 2 is so much better than Dune 1.
Yeah. I really like Dune 1, but
more than Dune 2?
I haven't seen Dune 2 yet.
That's a problem.
Oh
You
my
need to fix
God.
that.
It's so good.
You haven't seen Dune 2 yet?
What's it on anyway? Like, is it HBO?
Max.
It's so good. Now that it's out,
You should have seen the movie theaters. That's how you get the best Dune experience.
True.
And this time when it's on Max, you can hear the audio.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was there a time where you couldn't?
Yeah, so that when Dune 1 came out, like the ambiance of the audio
That was all in quotations.
was all in quotation that you can see because this is a podcast, was out, like it made the audio of the people talking unhearable.
Oh.
And then when people brought that up, the director was like, well, this is my vision, this is my art. And people were like, but we can't hear it. And they fixed it. They remastered it for television.
That's wild to just say that this is my art. Like
Yeah,
the
pretty much.
actors aren't also trying to contribute in
And I
some
mean, it
way.
works in the movie theater, right? Because you have you have a different speaker setup. And I have a surround sound home setup. Like I take my movies very seriously. And even I was having trouble like going up and down, right? Like blasting out my subwoofer and then, trying to hear the dialogue. Dune 2 does not have that problem.
Okay.
So it plays perfectly fine.
That sounds like a nice threshold way to watch the movie.
It was a nightmare the first time I watched it at home. I got so mad. I was so mad.
Yeah, I imagine it was crazy because the music really does sometimes come out of nowhere, and it's so well done. But if
you
all
need
of a
to know
sudden if you're hearing blah,
saying.
blah, 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 and then all of a sudden it's like, brr, no thanks.
I saw the first one in Mexico City in a 4D movie theater where they would blow stuff at you. That was amazing.
No,
That's so cool.
I have a 9-year-old and he wanted to see the new Indiana Jones movie in 4D. So my dad and I went there, and both my dad and I left sick from the 4D theater. And the 9-year-old that was the greatest thing ever. And I was like, I am dying. I could not imagine going through Dune.
I think
It's just
in 4D.
sand being thrown at you.
There was no same. It's hot air and other stuff, and it would shake.
That doesn't sound appealing to me.
Even I
know.
can't speak for Dune. The first 10 minutes were really cool because it was like a car chase, right? And you felt like you're in the car chase. But then the scene calmed down and it was just a normal dialogue scene, and the chair's still moving and they're still blowing air at you. And I'm like, why are you doing this? Give us a break. Please, just 30 seconds of no motion, please.
Have you ever sat in chairs before?
I think the only one that I ever 4D experience that I ever went to was at Disney World, and I think it was a Bug's Life kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Did they blow the bubbles?
I think it was
the sky bubbles.
I think there was bubbles, and then
Yeah.
there was a little bit of water getting shot at you.
Yeah.
At
There's
one
a really
point.
good one at Legoland.
Ooh.
Where you get to watch, you get to pick from Ninjago, the one with Chris Pratt. I guess that's just the Lego movie.
Yeah.
And I forgot the third one, but the third one was just all bubbles all the time. And so my son, when he was 3, we would just wait for that one, and we just keep going over and over again for the bubbles.
Understandable. I honestly didn't know that 4D movies were a thing until this conversation. So
Well, I didn't know that
really?
they picked up
Yeah.
this much, because it sounds like they're still a thing.
I didn't know they still exist.
I've never found one in America. I've only found them overseas.
I mean, there's one at the Regal, in Chicago where I live.
Not in
They have-
Chicago.
yeah.
Fascinating.
And then again, the Lego store.
guess I gotta go to Chicago.
Yeah. Come to Chicago. We'll go to 3 different 4D movie experiences. Actually, they have a new one. They took the IMAX and they turned it into a ride. And we were all really excited for it, right? Because you're it's designed by Disney, and it's going to be this really cool thing where it's moving up and down, and they're using the IMAX screen, and we're like, oh, what awesome Disney property, like maybe Star Wars. It's a flyover of Chicago.
Fantastic.
And I'm like, really? Like, we're gonna fly
was
over?
this like the Navy Pier IMAX?
Yes, it's the Navy Pier IMAX. Yeah, and now you go and it's like this 20-minute ride, and it flips around, and it's like really cool. But you're like going over the Bean, and then around, I will never say Willis Tower, the Sears Tower, and like over the Sox Stadium, and you're like, what the heck, like okay.
Do they just like take a helicopter recording and slap
Pretty
it on the
much.
screen?
It's pretty much like a drone. It's like following a drone shot, just like an uninterrupted drone shot.
Dang. What a disappointment when you were hoping it was like Star Wars.
I was hoping, like, I knew that it wasn't going to be Star Wars because obviously they would brand it that way, but I was hoping there would be like options.
Yeah.
Right? Like I didn't think they were going to force you into
Let's fly over
Chicago. Yeah. Like you, Chicago person.
You're already like in Chicago.
You're in Chicago. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I guess they figure like Navy Pier, they're like appealing to tourists
I guess. Who just walked from the Bean to Navy Pier, right?
The Bean, we were there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also, like, I don't know, as a tourist, like, do I really want to spend time doing that when there's like so many other things? If I've never been to Chicago
it's
before,
bizarre.
you know what I mean? Like,
I guess
I feel
my
like
question
It's bizarre.
Do you want to sit in a seat without having to run after your kids
Yes.
while you're watching it? And that has to be
Yeah,
what
that's
they're thinking.
That's definitely.
you know what? That's fair.
But why get rid of the IMAX for it? But anyways.
I can't really say much because, like, I need to pressure wash my deck really bad.
Okay.
We'll never do it.
Very related. It's very relatable. It's two experiences are very relatable.
But Pressure Washer Simulator,
Love
that
it.
fucking
You
game.
love it.
It's so good.
Yeah. It's like
if only you needed to clean off like a Thunderhawk.
Yeah, like-
then you do it.
Then I would easy.
it's funny you say that because I played the car salesman simulator, and you have to you have to pressure wash your driveway at your dealership in order to clean it up so that higher quality buyers will come to buy
Amazing.
That
your
is
cars.
so involved.
Now, is this a used car like
No, well,
dealership? Okay.
you can get used cars and you can buy new cars, and then you can customize them, and then you have to take pictures of them, and then you have to post them on Car List, and then you can also just drive through a normal neighborhood where people are just sitting in their front yard selling cars.
Is that like a thing? I guess. Like,
It's apparently in this neighborhood it is. But then like the coolest part is that eventually you find like a secret back room where you can gamble. And it just becomes gambling simulator.
So there are so many simulators just lead to gambling.
Yeah.
But also, there's lots of you could just like there's that game is already like a thing.
I know.
a
It's
sim that
actually
you
what's
can
funny is
play.
like if you play a lot of these simulator games, like Grocery Store Simulator, Goat Simulator, they all have the same gambling plugin. It's like the same gambling den. It's just like a standard like blackjack,
simulator.
roulette, like slot machine. And
Some
it's
like
always the
offshore
same.
gambling company should figure that out and like
Yeah.
license through.
Draft-
so that when you go into the
DraftKings.
thing, yeah, that you're in
Yeah.
DraftKings.
DraftKings really needs to get on that, right?
hide from your wife
Like,
with gambling. I swear, I'm just selling cars.
I'm
babe.
selling cars. Yeah,
Selling fake cars.
not gambling.
Oh, that's a whole new level of freemium.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Have you not heard of Goat Simulator?
No, I have.
Okay.
I mean, they're up to Goat Simulator like 5.
Yeah, there's a million of them, I swear.
Yeah.
Like
I need to start playing some of the newer ones because I played like the original, but I stopped there. But
Let me tell you.
there's so much more glory.
My child downloaded a game without permission that I wound up finding absolutely incredible, which is called Burn It With Fire.
I think I've seen that one.
And yeah, so this game, it starts out real casual. You're just in a house and there's spiders and you have to kill them.
Nope.
Okay?
Absolutely fucking not.
But the plot goes crazy. Okay? This plot goes crazy. It goes into aliens, it goes into nuclear power plants. Like you just start in a normal house squishing spiders, collecting weapons, bigger and bigger weapons to kill spiders, and then all of a sudden you're in this huge conspiracy theory and I'm like totally sucked into this game.
Fire is
That
something I
sounds
keep out
incredible.
of a nuclear power plant.
Oh
Yeah.
no, not in this game.
So I know that you were cringing about it, but the graphics are not like
real bad.
they're really bad. So you have some weird amorphous polyhedral shape coming at you that you're shooting with.
And they're really small, like little teeny tiny ones. And
I
you're like,
wish-
blam, blam, 9mm.
I wish that I was like not as scared of spiders as I am. They just blah. So if I ever play it, I'll have to have Joseph do that part, and then
the
maybe we'll
killing
move on.
spider part.
Yeah.
That's
That's
game.
the whole game.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
I won't.
I
Play.
mean, you can walk into the room and then hand the controller over.
That's what I do for a lot of games. I'm like, let me loot, and then I loot, and then I'm like, oh no, something's gonna attack me, Joseph. It's your time to shine. Not for me though, until I get used to the game, and then I'm like, now
I
I
get
can
that
kill
though,
things.
even in like a low poly situation. When I was a kid, I played Star Wars Dark Forces, and there was a level where you had like a whole thing of Dianogas, and I hated Dianogas. And I did.
You're
not
like,
wanna
Mom,
Yeah,
Dianogas.
Dianogas, come do it.
it was Lost in Space, the movie.
Oh, that
That
was so
really-
good with the metal spiders.
That
That traumatized
is
you?
why I hate spiders
Did
so
you
much.
see it in the theater?
No, but I watched it on loop as a kid. It was Lost in Space and Star Wars, and that's all I watched as a kid. And I can't handle spiders. And it took me
And that's also
20
why you're
plus
scared
years
of
to
Luke
figure out.
Skywalker.
Yeah, I was very upset when they gave Maul the like spider legs in the Clone Wars. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
no,
Yeah, no, that-
not here too, please. Yeah.
Speaking of Clone Wars, Great Wars, Fallout, segue. We got it.
Segue.
So, as I'm sure you all have heard, we have some new voices here today. So, let's go around the table and introduce ourselves.
Sure. My name is Aaron, and I'm here on behalf of Nova Open. I'm one of the owners and board members. Nova Open is a board gaming convention, role-playing convention, tabletop convention that happens in Washington, D.C. in the August 28th to September 1st timeframe. Actually, exactly that timeframe. So you should come check it out. We have cosplay competitions. We have painting competitions. Whatever you want to do. It's really, really fun. Well, not whatever. There's no video games. I'm sorry. Video games are not allowed.
There's war games. There's
war games.
tabletop. There's
Yeah.
there's board games, RPGs.
But
Video
if
games
even
in person with
even
real
if you
people.
try to bring in your DS, we will take it away from you. We will.
Your DS.
We will take it away from you, and we will hand you a miniature and a paintbrush. No, of course, everybody is welcome at Nova Open. It is in Washington, D.C.
Great painting classes too. We'll definitely teach you how to paint.
We will.
Yeah. I'm so excited about the painting classes.
I guess I'll go next. I'm Kyron. I'm also to Nova Open. I do all social media along with operations and some logistical support throughout the year.
And I'm Lex, also with Nova Open, and I do a bunch of our social media as well.
Yeah, and I'm Misty. You guys should probably know who I am already, but if not, I'm one of the regular rejects on the podcast.
If you're a regular, can you be a
also-
reject? Get out of here. There you go.
Yeah, that's starting to get into some paradoxes. but I'm not ready to
that
deal
broke
with.
my brain a little bit.
So this whole episodes, we'll see. This whole thing is all in support of Nova Open. It's a great convention, wonderful time. We are going to be there running some RPGs, so get your tickets.
Yeah, so come see us, losers.
Please get your tickets.
Which RPGs are you guys doing?
We are doing I'm doing Fallout there for a few days there, and then I'm also doing the Imperium Maledictum, which is another, which is Warhammer kind of a game with a D100 system, so it'll kind of play out like Call of Cthulhu, but set in the Warhammer universe.
Yeah, and then Joseph is doing one of the Fantasy Flight Star Warses. I don't know if he has announced whether it's going to be. Wow, my brain just totally stopped working. I don't know if it's going to be Force and Destiny or if it's going to be Edge of the Empire or what, but it's going to be one of those. And then I am going to be running Lady Blackbird, which for those of you who haven't listened to that side quest that we did a while ago, it is written by the same person who wrote Blades in the Dark. So super duper fun.
And by the time this comes out, the hotel block is sold out. So get your hotels in the past. That's what you should do. However,
Invent time travel just
yes, real quick, time travel. Make sure you get your hotel block. But the games are not completely sold out, so you should definitely check out what is going on and make sure you get your tickets right away, because we are selling out in record time, which is an absolutely fantastic problem to have. And we are adding tables and adding spaces and adding people. So we are really, really excited, because it is going to be the biggest convention on record according to the data so far. And we have never had more RPGs. We also have a cosplay competition that's happening this year.
It's going to be cool.
Which is going to be really, really fun. Hopefully it'll be live streamed. That's up to me to figure out. So don't yell at me on social media if it's really bad. And then we have a really amazing award ceremony for everybody who's going to be in the painting competition. So if you paint miniatures, whether they are for miniature games, your own personal use, whatever, tabletop, come on down, enter your miniatures in the painting competition. It's for all ages, all skill levels. It's a very, very friendly painting competition, and we are going to have an amazing award ceremony for everybody who participates.
Yeah, and there's tons of like really cool people that show up who are either part of like who Nova asked to be there, or sometimes they just show up because they think it's cool. Like last year, I got to meet Vincey V and Ninjon and a couple of other painters that I was so excited. Yes, Uncle Adam's so cool, you guys.
Wargamer Girl will be there.
Yeah, there's tons of really awesome people.
This guy named Aaron from CGN will be there.
Question for you guys. So all of the proceeds go to charity, right?
So not
most of them,
not all the proceeds. So
because you guys have to like actually pay people.
The Nova Open is a for-profit. There still is the NOCF, which is the nonprofit that's still run by the previous owners of Nova.
Cool.
But a new group of people purchased the con itself, which is a for-profit. However, our mission is family friendly and in support of nonprofit. So last year, just under 40% of our profit went to nonprofits. So it was I think we raised about $38,000 for nonprofits.
That's so cool.
And then we partnered directly with nonprofits that are also part of the gaming community. So for example, Table War, they're a nonprofit. So Table War is the people who invented like the mats that you play miniature games on. They have a charity for autism awareness. They're one of our main charity partners.
That's so cool.
And then we have a variety of other, nonprofits that we work with, including the NOCF, which is still, part of the Nova circle.
Yeah.
And then as part of our mission statement, between 30 and 40% of profit goes to charitable contributions.
That's so sick. I love that. Yeah, and to, I guess, add on to what you said earlier, like it really is super family friendly. When we were there last year, there were tons of kids that came with their parents, and like they all looked like they were having a great time. Some of them came into the TTRPG area, and that was really cool. Like it's
so we do the Kids Hammer is the really big draw, and that's the Warhammer tournament for kids. That one's starting 12 and up.
Start them young.
But yeah, gotta get in there. But we do get kids of all ages, and we have, the board game room, we have RPGs, we have pickup games, we have the demo hall area. So we try to make it very accessible for all different types of families. My son will be coming this year, and I can't wait to put him to work. I got my mom last year. She's coming back. My son's coming this year. Like, you got to get that free labor. You know what I mean? You got to get it.
There we go. All right. Well, oh, damn, that was good.
You're welcome.
So to kick it off, we're going to be doing some Fallout. So the The Brotherhood of Steel Scribes have discovered the location of a potentially dangerous piece of technology, some kind of master orbital relay console. Now, the capabilities of this device are still unknown, but its mere existence poses a threat to the Commonwealth and the Brotherhood operations taking place there. However, the Brotherhood is currently stretched thin. Thus, they have taken to contracting out some bodyguard work for their scribes, investigating various key locations. You all happen to be one of these teams. With us, we have a Brotherhood scribe, if you'd like to state your character's name and maybe what they look like.
Just so you guys know, listeners, Damien made us some pre-gen characters for this. So if we act like we don't know what we're doing, we don't, myself included.
But also, these characters are unfamiliar.
Yeah, but also
they gave me a clicky pen, and that was a real bad idea.
Oh, do you want a different one?
It'll be
Okay.
I will try to use self-control.
We have other fidgets too, if you want. We are a fidget-friendly
You are a
household.
robot, so you can just go.
That's true. I am a robot.
Click your way through.
But anyway, sorry.
All right, I am Simone Coffey. I am a 5'4" scribe. I am skinny and tiny and very scribe-like. I spend my life underground playing on my papers. I know nothing of the outside world, and this is my first time out and about.
Nice.
Can you pronounce that name again for me? Simone?
Simone Coffey.
Simone. Scribe Coffee, you have been tasked with... I'm sticking with it. Scribe Coffee, you have been tasked with investigating a skyscraper. You are one of several teams investigating various different skyscrapers in the area. The data that you collected only mentioned that it was within a very tall building. And thus you are the lead for this expedition.
Oh, it's dangerous.
Yeah. Who else do we have with us?
I am Dr. Botswain. I am a robot. Fire comes out of my butt. And that's probably all that's important.
It's good to have a good fire butt.
Yeah.
I'm Kyrie Davenport, and I've got some tough clothing, which I think means I have a really cool leather jacket. And I've also got a tomahawk.
Nice.
Yeah, you definitely have a cool leather jacket. That's for sure.
Hi, my name is Danny McGree. I'm a ghoul. I'm an explosives expert. I've been around the block for a while, but that's all I really know at this moment. I haven't done a lot of reflection on my character yet, but we'll get there. Don't worry.
I mean, you don't want to see a mirror.
Probably not. No. Looking a little crispy, a little leprosy-like.
You're going to have to tell me how your voice is doing in like an hour. It's
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm a little nervous. But I feel like if you're a ghoul, you gotta
lean into it a little bit.
Yeah.
200 years of heavy smoking.
Oh, yeah.
Heavy smoking.
Radiation? Never seen it. Smoking, that's...
The first smoking-related ghoul. We're treading new ground.
You all then arrive at the base of a giant skyscraper. Around you, you're seeing other various ruined buildings. You are right in about the heart of Boston. There is rubble kind of leaving a labyrinthian route that you had to make your way through just to arrive at this point. And as you are looking at this massive structure, you're also seeing that just off to the right side of it, another rather tall structure seems to have collapsed and leaned into part of this massive skyscraper. Before you, you see that there is a front door to the skyscraper of interest, but it does seem that there's a hole blown into the collapsed building to the right. What would you like to do?
I'm going to kick something on the ground and say, let's go, team. Let's walk forward. Come on, contractors. Let's go find our stuff.
Okay. Walking forward directly to the skyscraper?
Sure.
Okay. You approach, and what you see is, all the windows have been blasted out, and it is very, very dark inside. If you had to give a... Thank you. If you had to give a rough time of day, you don't have any watches or any other kind of like timepiece with you, but you would say that it's about 3, 4 in the afternoon.
I am a robot. I believe I know what time it is at all times.
That is true, unless you've got, what does Codsworth say? A couple dings to the old chronometer or something?
No dings to this chronometer.
So what time is it?
It is dusk.
Okay. Good.
So precise.
Good job, robot. More
You're
fuel
welcome.
for you. Thank you.
The door before you is closed.
I'm going to kick the door and
Can
say,
Sorry. Can I ready a grenade
Sure.
stick?
I float backwards.
Float backwards, ready grenade. Anything else anyone wants to do before the kick?
I
Team.
also begin opening my medical pack.
Okay.
I'm just gonna swing my tomahawk around, but like in a cool way.
Okay.
Yo, man, that's cool.
Do you got it like on a loop and you're just kind of like twirling it
like-
around or something?
Yeah.
Okay. You're wanting to kick the door?
yeah.
First roll of the game. Give me a strength plus athletics test. Difficulty 2.
I'm a scribe.
Difficulty 2?
Yeah.
I'm so happy that he didn't make me do a skill check for swinging.
Is
my
that
tomahawk.
that requires a critical?
Well, see, that's just the thing about this game, though. You will always be rolling 2 die when you're making an attempt, but you can also try and purchase additional die with action points eventually when you get some.
I will never buy a die from you.
All right, well, that makes this game pretty easy for me then.
So athletics check with strength is going to be, my skill is 1, my strength is 4, so it's 5.
Yep.
And then I rolled a 14 and a 15.
You kick, and it hits the door, and man, this door actually functions.
This is a door. Yep,
door.
it's a door, people. Now, contractors, let's go inside this door. Someone open it. And I walk away, looking cool.
There you go.
Trying to, though.
So is there another route to go inside the building?
Wait, well, he kicked the door and it's still closed.
And it's still closed.
What's
Yeah.
it made of?
It's made of what appears to be like thin steel or like thin metal, standard like iron door kind of a thing.
How about that?
Hey, scribe. You
Yeah.
want to look for another way around, or is this door just like really, what your
Good
heart
idea,
set on?
zombie. Let's go find another entrance.
Not a zombie.
I believe there is a hole in the building next to this building.
Good idea, robot. Let's go.
This
Robots
is glorious.
are made of good ideas.
Okay. So you all then, I would like to just present other options available as well. You could potentially try and lockpick the store if you would like. Additionally, there are windows on this level. They just seem to be raised up a little bit higher. It seems like maybe the interior is more than just like the standard 7-8 feet tall. It might be like 15-20 feet tall. So the windows are raised proportionally.
Wait, do they have glass in them still, or is that long gone?
Oh, long gone.
Okay.
We could split up.
I've seen this hollow drama. It doesn't
immediately.
go well.
Let's split up immediately.
Nope, I've seen this hollow drama.
All right, group. Windows, lockpick, or a hole in the wall.
Well, I've got some lockpicks, but I've only got 2 of them. So
Can the
if you really think this is worth lockpicking, we can.
robot, can you fly up in the sky and look over?
It's a good question.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Can I? Is that a thing I can do?
Sure.
The robot will fly up to the window and look inside.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make any skill test or anything like that. You're fine.
Okay. My butt glows brighter.
Glows brighter instead of the standard kind of like red-orange hue coming off. It's getting a little hints of blue in there as it's lifting up ever higher. We then peer into the window, and very dark in here. However, what you are noticing with your robot eyes and your reduced perception checks, actually, this is a perfect time for you to roll a perception plus survival just to peer in and see if you can see anything.
What do your
of
robot
value.
eyes see?
I'm going to say that it's a difficulty of
Slay,
1.
tiny reindeer.
So let's see. Survival 3, perception 5. That's an 8. I rolled an 11 and a 15.
Okay. Luckily, it's difficulty 1, and with your robot eyes, you are able to...
Are they special?
They are special. They are able to see and also pick up like traces of smells, I guess.
That's so
Smell
weird.
with my eyes.
Yeah.
Smells.
I hate that. I don't
Yeah.
like that lore one bit, but okay.
I mean, that's what
Synesthesia
it
for
does.
me.
Which reduced the difficulty down to a difficulty of 0, meaning that you automatically passed, and the roll was more just to see how many action points that you could generate.
Cool.
Looking inside of the of this large skyscraper, you are seeing that it's 1, 2, 3 floors have just collapsed inward, causing a massive pile of rubble, debris, and broken furniture in the center of this skyscraper. It looks just kind of like an empty tube up until you see just above at what would be the 4th floor is a hole about where that building leans over, collapsing into this side of the skyscraper.
Are there any signs of blood or goo or goop or...
I'll let you roll the perception check again. Perception plus survival.
Ooh, there we go. I needed a 8 and I got a 2.
There
2
you
and a
go.
16. So that's 1 success.
Is survival a tag skill for you?
Survival is not a tag skill for
Okay.
me.
That is still 1 success. Go ahead and give yourselves 1 action point. Keep in mind that action points are a group pool. So one person can generate an action point and anybody else can use it if they would like. Action points are used to purchase additional die or do additional damage with melee or I think 1 or 2 other things.
Not coffee, though. He can't use it.
I'm in charge. I can do what I want. That's how that works, I think.
I mean, I don't know. Have you looked at the fine print of the contract? I think it might say in there
I've
all
read the
action
contract.
points are...
Contract says robot is in charge.
You got to trust him. You are looking up there, and no, you actually don't see any like blood splatters or like weird goop. It seems to be that a while ago this building collapsed, but for whatever reason, it's been holding pretty steady.
Is it easy? Does it seem like it's easy for me to climb that hill and then get up?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
For me.
Yeah, for you specifically.
Yeah.
I mean, the hole is large enough for you and then some to fit through. So, like, you could just float up there.
It seems quite easy, everyone, for us to get to where we need to go. I would recommend we go this way.
All right.
To the hole, people. To the hole.
Okay. By hole, are we talking the collapsed building to the side?
No,
And climbing up?
I'm talking about
The inside the skyscraper hole.
Inside the skyscraper
Okay.
hole.
That does still leave the problem of
They're
the door.
outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, that's a fucking organic problem.
Goodbye, robot.
I'm just gonna go over and try to open the door before I use a lock.
It is locked.
Okay.
It is locked. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try and lockpick it.
How tall is like the from floor to brim of the window?
We're gonna say. Well, I mean, Mr. Robot would know precisely. It's like 17.23 inches, or feet. Sorry, 17.23 feet.
I think instead of waiting the lockpick, we just go to the hole.
You want to climb that thing?
No, the other hole on the side of the building.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
Come back, robot! I yell for the robot loudly.
I go down in and around to the front door, and then I try to cut through the lock with the buzzsaw.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a melee attack roll.
Melee attack. What is the...
I believe it is strength for melee weapons. And we're going to say it's a difficulty number of 0 because it's a door.
Strength is base 6 plus something, and I rolled a 5.
Okay.
So plus your melee.
Which I believe is 4.
Where be?
two.
Where be melee?
Key.
There be melee 2. So I rolled a 7.
Yeah. So 1 success.
1 success.
That's another action point generated, and you manage to cut through, completely destroying probably one of the few working doors from the old world, and make your way through.
Fantastic.
All right. We may now proceed around to
Good
the
job,
other
Robot.
hole.
I will put in a request for a bonus for you for your good work.
It's just like a couple of tin cans. Like, there you go.
I will add these to my collection.
Okay. Now what? Do we know where this thing is? Are we looking for it?
We have no idea. It's somewhere maybe in this building.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Don't think too hard, zombie. Don't think too hard.
All right. So you understand I just opened the main door, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
My headcanon, I was like PhD before the
In
bombs went off.
Like
PhD
calling
of
him a
what?
slur every
That's a good
time.
question. I don't know, but
spiders?
no, not spiders. Absolutely not spiders. Let's see. Like maybe like
Something that doesn't exist.
anymore. Yeah. So it's like useless now.
Yeah.
Um,
Like social psychology.
yeah. You know what? Yeah. That's
That
what it
might be
was.
useful.
Sorry, Allie.
So there's like don't think too hard, and I'm like,
Fucking don't think too hard.
In my head canon, I'm a
These
scribe
microaggressions
who's, like,
are just...
I'm a scribe who's lived with the Brotherhood my whole life. I don't know the outside world, and my guy's just trying to be cool.
Yeah.
Like he sees the knights, and he's failing miserably, but it's okay.
rip.
We're really flourishing under Coffee's leadership.
I mean, coffee makes the world go around. So away to the building you go. There is quite a large hole into this otherwise, it seems like it's actually brick down here, which is a little bit strange, especially because further up on the tower, it's mostly like metal sheets and more futuristic looking building materials. But as you get in there, you can see that this bottom floor, it seems to have been a standard supermarket of some kind. It's just like
loot the body.
Loot the body. the body of the building.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll perception plus survival. However, we are going to make this what's called a group test. So what that means is that one person is going to choose to be the lead and suffer any consequences that anyone else is going to roll. Who would like to do that?
I mean, I guess
I'll do it.
Okay.
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 So you then will roll 2 die. Everyone else who wants to aid will roll 1 die.
Eek.
Using your own perspective, perception plus survival tests or skills. What do we got here?
I don't want to. I didn't roll. Something happened. I can't read my die.
Okay. My perception's a 5.
Oh, is it the symbol?
No.
Oh, okay. Because the symbol would have been really good.
My perception's a 5, survival's a 3. I have a 1 on
that's
one
crit.
dice and a 6 on the other.
Dang.
A 1 on 1 dice?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a crit success for 2.
Excellent.
And then the other one passed as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So that's 3. And then around the table, what do we got?
I got a 9 in total, and I rolled a 5, so I got a pass.
All right. And
Nice.
that's another success.
I have a success.
Success.
I did very badly.
Was it a 20?
It wasn't a 20, but it was very bad.
Okay. As long as it's not a 20.
It's not a 20.
Then you're good. You're golden. With that, you will generate 3 more action points,
Sick.
which you're definitely going to need because as you were going around, quote, looting the body, unquote, you start hearing as
Oh my god, guys, it's a puppy.
3 ghouls begin to rush out at you. One of them comes seemingly out of a cardboard box. Another one was apparently just lounging atop a a stack of cans, and then another one just leaping over some of the shelves in the middle of this
Throw
place.
my tomahawk.
What a
at
bunch
the-
of freaks.
So
Bad zombies, bad.
Do you require medical attention?
We are going right into initiative order. So, unlike most D20 games, we are going to be having static initiatives. So, that means that your initiative has already been decided for you. So, Scribe Coffee, what is your initiative?
13.
13. Dr. Botswain?
12.
12. Kyrie?
Oh, over 9,000.
Oh, okay. 900.
10.
Okay. And then Danny.
What stat am I supposed to be looking at again?
Initiative.
Oh, thank you. 13.
13. Okay. And it looks to me like these ghouls are not all that fast.
Thank heavens.
So, to start us off, would we like Theater of the Mind, or do we want mini setup?
Theater of the Mind is fine with me.
I'm good with the other mind.
I'm fine with Theater of the Mind.
Sounds good.
Are you like opposed, but you don't want to say it because 3 people are like Theater of the Mind?
Oh, no, not at all. I'm good either way.
Okay.
I mean, because I like minis plenty, but
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
we
cool
don't
with
have
Theater
like
of the
the official minis, so it would just be kobolds. You'd be fighting kobolds.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. We kind of like alternate.
Yeah.
Almost. It just kind of depends on the vibe.
All right, Theater of the Mind.
I'm good with the other mind.
Sick.
cool.
All right, and so to start us off, we have kind of a tie between Danny and Scribe Coffee. Which of one of you has the higher agility score?
I have a 4.
I'm a scribe. I have nothing.
Oh, no.
5.
5.
So-
Scribe Coffee, you
Oh,
are going to be
shit.
going first.
Okay.
Look at that initiative.
Well, I'm going to draw my boosted las pistol, take aim at the nearest zombie, and
Okay.
fire away.
Okay, when you do the take aim action, I believe
Oh, it's actually an action called take aim?
it
Oh,
is.
man, I'm good.
For each round, you will have a major action and a minor action. Now, the... Oh, shoot. Yeah, the aim minor action will allow you to re-roll 1d20 on the first attack you make this turn.
Okay. So I roll my 2d20s? Or just
Yep,
one?
you will roll your 2d20s. Your number of successes or difficulty is 1.
Hang on. So, las weapon, 3, perception is... So, I got an 11, and then I rolled a 16 and a 20.
Okay. 20.
That's very good in D&D.
That is very
We're not in
good.
D&D. Well, unluckily.
So you took aim though. You can re-roll one of those.
Oh, why would you reroll a 20?
Did that still fail?
Yeah, they both failed.
Okay, all right.
No.
Luckily though, your weapon doesn't break because that's what was going to happen with
Oh.
the 20. You fire, however, I don't know, maybe the ghoul startled you, maybe they're just moving too fast, or maybe this is work that the contractors should be doing. Either way, you fail to connect with any of your shots. Moving on, Danny.
Real fast though, I scream bad zombies and go contractors.
Okay.
I take a step back.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Before we continue, some of the other things that you can spend action points on. You can buy an additional minor action or an additional major action. So if you'd like to fire again, you can spend 2 action points, try and shoot him again.
Nah, I'm good.
All
I'll
right.
save those for later.
Okay.
All right. You have a cap of 6. So use them or lose them, pretty much. Moving on, Danny.
I still have my baseball grenade readied from earlier. And by readied, I think mainly just like it's
drawn.
drawn.
Yeah.
Have you settled on a throw? Slider?
You're going to do a
fastball,
curveball, maybe?
hit, yeah, curveball, knuckleball.
I know nothing. I know nothing about throwing things. I was going to kind of like more like roll it
Okay.
towards. That was the thought, because at first I was like, oh, I have my baseball bat. It would be sick to like toss it up and then like hit it. But then I was like, that's a bad idea.
Now that you said that, I think that's what has to happen.
It sounds really.
It does sound really cool, but like upon impact, would it not explode?
I mean,
I guess
let's
we'll
roll
have
the
to see.
dice and
Probably
find
not.
out.
So don't grenades have a time fuse?
Okay.
That's like a time
Okay.
fuse. That's how that works.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what, if you manage to connect this, I will let you do an additional damage die.
Okay. Can I use some of our bottle caps to roll a third?
Yeah.
please
Yeah.
do.
How many is that, Damien?
So it's 1 for the first
Okay.
extra d20. It is 2 for the second extra d20, and it is 3 for the third extra d20.
Okay, I'm just gonna do the 1. Ooh, okay,
What
hold
is your
please.
target?
That is a good question. I guess it would be melee that I'd be using, right?
No, explosives is fine.
Okay. Explosives. Oh. Okay.
Yeah?
It's all three,
Yeah?
isn't it?
No, I wish, but I got 2 successes because I'm just super skilled, I guess. And I rolled 2 11s and a 14, but the 2 11s made it.
Still made it?
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
You guys, I'm so happy.
Now you're using your baseball grenade.
Uh-huh.
You have a limited supply of those. Please mark
I
one
sure
off.
do.
Now, the other interesting thing, though, is that a grenade has the blast quality, which means that it will affect everyone in the zone, which, if, theater of the mind maths out, is
Did we agree
all
on theater
three.
of the mind? I don't remember that. I don't remember agreeing on that.
Is all 3 of the ghouls.
Oh.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
I was thinking it was going to be everyone
Yeah.
in the room.
That's going to be all 3 of us.
All 3 of everyone.
I'm not quite that cruel. I need to build you up first before I tear you down.
Yeah.
5 damage. Die. That's what I'm rating correctly, right?
I bet
6 because of the extra one for using your baseball. What's that?
I bet some really sadistic DMs.
Yeah? Ugh.
Okay, that was less exciting. Let's see. 2, 3, 4. 4, and then I got 2
Pit boys.
void. Yeah, vault.
Okay. I
One
mean,
of those.
those add 1 damage each, and then any effects. Do you have any effects with the baseball grenade? I don't believe so.
No effects. It just has qualities. So,
Okay.
just
however,
4
I'm
damage
sorry,
then.
you have perks. You gotta pay attention to your perks,
My perks. Help.
bro. Because one of your perks says that if you use any kind of a weapon with the blast
Oh.
quality, it gains the vicious effect, which means that
Yeah.
every effect rolled gives you an additional damage, which I believe is now 6 damage.
Yeah.
Mm.
Damn. You
6
guys,
damage.
this was such a good idea. Thank you for
So
encouraging me.
that does end up crippling all 3. So one of their right arms gets blown off, one of their right legs gets blown off, and then one of their bodies is
Blown off.
mostly blown off. They're bleeding heavily and will definitely die next round. But yeah, you managed to pretty much annihilate a lot of these ghouls. They are still chasing after you because they're fucked up zombies. I mean, you would know. So
Oh.
one of them is just crawling towards you all still, while the other one, the missing arm, doesn't even seem to affect it as it starts still rushing towards you all. Dr. Botswain.
Real quick.
Yeah.
I would like to, after the cool explosion happens, I would like to look at Scribe Coffee and say,
Don't think too hard about it.
Got him.
Good job, zombie. Good job.
Can she have a bottle cap for that burn?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
thanks.
Perfect.
All right, Dr. Botswain.
Dr. Botswain. Dr. Botswain is not interested in what's happening and goes up.
Okay. Up you go. I mean, second floor has a giant hole in it. You go up there, and at this point, most of the building is leaning over. Yeah, up you go. Easy. Are you wanting to do anything else?
No, I'll look back down.
Okay. From your vantage point, you can see that it is only those ghouls in there. On the second floor, it doesn't seem to be any other life. And yeah, the way across, it seems like most of the floors have like caved out, and it's pretty much you'll just be walking on the wall.
Okay.
As they
excellent swing, chap.
Okay. Kyrie, you go first because you beat ties with enemies.
I'm throwing tomahawk at the one rushing at us.
Okay. Throw tomahawk.
All right.
And do keep in mind, if it does help, your target number is already listed next to the weapons.
Mm-hmm. That's the TN. So
Yes.
9. I'm looking for under a 9.
9 or under.
9
Meat
or
beats.
Under. Meat beats. And damage 4. Oh, that's just how many damage dice I roll.
Correct.
I'm going to spend one of these.
Okay. Spending a bottle cap to get an extra D20.
Yep, all right. Is like rolling it near this a thing that like you've picked up? You did that. It was,
Oh,
it was
yeah,
cool.
you
I thought It was
can.
a good audio effect.
Thanks. Yeah. I don't know. I'm a weirdo, and I like the noises.
Everyone thinks you're lying.
Okay,
If they can't hear it.
I got a 16, which is not a success, but a 7 and a 3 as
Nice.
well.
Okay, so that is 2 successes. Go ahead and give yourself that action point back. And roll me some damage and a hit location.
Okay, so it's 4 damage dice,
Correct.
and it's not 4 damage dice twice, right? The fact
Correct,
That it's
yeah.
Okay.
The 2 successes, that really applies to your action points.
Okay. Hit location. Is it easier at some points and harder at others?
No, it's not going to depend too
I
much
need to
right
roll
now.
a dice. for
Yeah,
that.
there's a dice associated to it.
Thanks.
But
Yeah.
basically, similar to your characters,
Left
other
leg.
characters.
Left leg.
Left leg. There we go. Describe your kill. Probably. Sorry, I'm so excited for this.
Okay. So 1 damage, then two Pit Boy heads and piercing 1 on each of those.
Sick.
Oh yeah, describe your kill.
So I'm gonna kill. I throw the tomahawk and it takes off the ghoul's leg.
At mid run, so the left leg actually still
And the ghoul
runs
feels
forward.
really bad about it. And he lays down and he's like, I don't want to be a ghoul anymore.
It's okay. Hush, sweet boy.
You know what? That's what happens. Yeah, he lays down. There's like one lone tear just kind of like rolling down.
Your time as a ghoul is at an end.
I don't want to be one of those crawling ghouls.
There are 2 ghouls left. One with a pretty bad chest wound, and then another one that is slowly crawling. At this point, you could spend 2 action points to take another major action if you'd like.
Stomp on its head.
Yeah. All right.
Now, do keep in mind, because this is the second attack in a turn, it's going to be the difficulty's increased by 1, so you're going to need 2 successes in order to make this.
Okay. Am I close enough to use a puncturing board?
Yeah.
Sweet.
With your
What is
minor
that?
action, at least you can move forward. It is a board with the puncturing
Oh,
mod.
board. I heard bore. Like
Oh,
B
just
O
like-
R
like
E
pig?
or like BOA. Yeah, I wasn't sure what it was.
Have a puncturing bore. It can be a dead one.
Yeah, that's
So scary.
that's what's
I
it, that,
hate it.
It's
the
rigor
mod
mortis.
that you attach to a wooden board is just a dead pig. Yes.
Oh, I'm so happy about this.
I mean, I guess I probably can't complain too much. I probably stink worse than the boar does. So
This is only the most organic hypoallergenic boar. It doesn't stink at all.
Now keep in
It's
mind, this is the
fantastic
most
boar.
fucking irradiated monstrosity you've ever actually seen. Its tusks are all like twisted and interwoven. Definitely, yeah,
All right,
organic for sure.
Free range, though.
Yeah.
And with my boar, my target number is 12.
Okay. Oh man.
8 and 11.
Dang.
Okay, so 2 successes. You got just enough. Roll hit location once more, please.
For those of you who subscribe to our Patreon and have been listening to our Fallout campaign that's going on there, we've been rolling terribly. I would like to point out that I don't think the dice are haunted anymore. I think it might just be us, the rejects, because they've been rolling fantastically this whole time so far. So that's unfortunate for
for a little
us.
bit.
For a role-playing game podcast, that is troubling.
Rip.
Torso.
All right.
That big boar just comes down and pulps.
I mean, I'm not even going to make you roll damage. He had 2 hit points left.
Right.
Don't worry.
No. Because
Okay.
I get 8 of these.
You know what? Yeah, actually, go ahead. Let's see just how
And this
eviscerated
so
he
I
is.
just, so this is 7 dice. I'm gonna need to re-roll one of these.
Oh, I can hand you another one. Here's.
And I drop one off the table. Okay.
Oh my
Those
gosh.
3 are nothing. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
That's gonna be 5, 6, 7. 7 damage.
7 damage?
Yeah, the boar comes down on this ghoul and just splats it so hard it sprays all over the place, and everyone's covered in ghoul bits. Could I make some kind of check to see if mostly coffee?
You know what?
I'm not covering
With-
bits.
Oh yeah, that's true.
With that much damage, it is mostly coffee.
Oh, that's wonderful. You're the best, boss.
Good job, contractors. Good job. And I slowly pick out ghoul bits.
Yeah.
Disgusted as can be.
You gotta like spit a little bit of it out. You managed to clear the combat, and now would you like to actually loot the room?
Yes.
Okay. We are gonna need once again a group perception
Hold on,
plus
wait.
survival.
Can I,
Yes.
before we loot the room, can I pet the boar?
Pet the boar?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's an irradiated boar. Do I have to take any kind of check?
No, but
It's my
you
boar.
swear that thing just grinned at you.
Awesome. Okay, loot the
That's
room.
so scary. I would love to be the main roller for this, if that's okay with you guys. I have
Thumbs
hella perception, so
Roll
All
it
right.
up.
okay.
And who would like to aid in this endeavor?
I'll help.
I have no issue helping.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
What'd you get?
20.
All right. Okay. What else do we got?
What skill are we using for this?
Perception plus survival.
Yeah, I fail.
Okay.
I'm in a different room.
Fair enough.
I'm so sorry.
Bless
Bless you.
Thank you.
Scared there was going to be another one. Sorry. I only got 1 success. So.
Only got 1 success.
But it's a 1.
Oh yeah. Oh no, it's a
No.
7.
Oh, it's a 7.
I was like, oh yeah, it's totally a 1. No,
It's totally a 1.
I can't read.
Okay.
That's
With the
unfortunate.
complication though, that boar coming down, it was fucking glorious. Too bad it crushed a bunch of stuff underneath it as well. You're not going to get all that much loot. You
Rip.
managed to find 1 10mm round and about 3 pieces of usable junk, which junk could potentially be used to repair your weapons. Fallout does have like a whole involved crafting system. For a one shot, we're not going to use any of that. If you have junk, you can use it to repair your stuff.
I examine the junk, not knowing what I've been looking at, and say this is not good junk for the Brotherhood. You may keep this, contractors.
It's all stealth boys and crazy shit like that.
Does anybody use a 10mm?
Yeah, I
Ammunition.
do.
Bobot does.
Okay.
Hey, you want this?
And I kind of just pick up the 1 bullet and I just show it to him from way up above.
I would love it.
Here you go. You gotta come get it, though. You're way too high for me.
I believe you are all coming up here.
There are stairs further in this room.
Okay. But if I drop it on the way up, that's not my fault.
Drop it right in my pocket. Is there anything else that you all would like to do before moving on?
I think I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Okay. Moving on from here, you all make your way up the stairs and you see the main tower part of this building completely collapsed into the skyscraper, which is your ultimate destination. Now, for Dr. Botswain, this is going to be easy peasy. Perks of being a robot, more efficient than anyone else. However, I would like to point out that maybe the good doctor could aid, because I need everyone else here to roll some kind of check to maneuver your way across a heavy slanted wall that is serving as your route up, trying to hop between various bits of broken window or just open holes leading down to the street level
rope?
below.
No. But apparently I have a hard hat. So that's
Hear me
cool.
out. Can we make rope out of ghoul intestine?
Ew.
Go ahead and give me some kind of a check related to survival. What are you thinking for attribute here?
Intelligence. I am
would
so
say-
smart because I'm a
Oh.
scribe and I'm just smart.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm going to say it's going to be a difficulty 3, but I think you can do this one.
So he's going to have to use a bottle cap.
Probably. And that'll add 1 extra die. You do have 2 action points remaining if you'd like to get a 4th die to your pool.
I have action points?
Yeah, there's 2 here.
Well, it's group
communal.
action points.
Oh, I would use one. But...
I know, but you got do the 4 because you need
Okay.
to take another die.
Can I get 2 more die?
Oh, yeah.
Those regular dice here, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I was looking for these dice.
Okay.
Hey, that's 3 successes, my friend.
Good enough for me.
That is-
Do you... Sorry. ADHD, it's going too fast in my brain. Do you have survival as a tag skill by chance?
I do not.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to double check because a 3 is pretty great for a roll. So if it's ever
Oh,
a
yeah.
tag skill, like typically, it
No,
will
I
give you
had
that extra.
science and piloting and repair. I could fly us places.
Sick.
Yeah.
Good to know.
I don't know if that'll
Oh, you
ever
find a
be
whirly
important.
So I
or
fly the
anything.
robot.
You want to fly the robot? I mean,
I'm kidding.
So he can tie these delicious ghoul intestines around my pincer arm,
yeah.
and then I can hover gingerly as one robot does, and perhaps it'll make it easier for them to cross.
Yeah. I would say that's going to lower the difficulty of this check by 2.
Dang.
Yeah.
Good thinking.
So, for everyone else,
I am both a robot and a doctor.
for everyone
me
else,
too.
I'm gonna need an athletics. So I believe it's strength plus athletics check, difficulty of 1. But I will need you all to do this individually.
Do I
Just
still have
to-
to check?
I would like you to check. Yes.
How many dice?
Still a difficulty of 1.
I
and,
wasn't paying attention because I didn't think I had to check. What am I rolling?
It is an athletics plus strength check.
Okay.
And this is, for you specifically, this is more about how well you can hold on to the rope.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's 2 dice?
2d20.
2d20, yes.
If you pass, I'll give you 3 more cans.
Oh my gosh. No, it is me. I'm haunted. I'm haunted.
No, that's
I
good.
mean, you are a ghoul.
That's a 1.
Oh, it's the 1. Hang on. Oh, no, yeah. Is that the 1?
That's a 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's start with the good news first. What did we get here?
I think I failed 1 because my athletics is 1, my strength is 4. So I got 5, and then I got 9 and 1.
9 and a 1?
Yeah.
Well, a 1 is good.
Yeah.
That's 2 successes right there.
Okay.
Go ahead and add an action point back to your action point pool, and you have successfully passed. What else do we got?
Okay, so I have a strength 8, athletics 3, and it's a tag skill. And I got a 13 which is a fail, and a 2.
And a 2.
Which is
That is another 2 successes because it is at or below the number of skill ranks in your tag skill.
Perfect.
So go ahead and add yet another action point to your action point total. Dr.
Thank you,
Boxwain,
Doctor.
2 failures.
2 failures. Okay.
Because I am both a doctor and a robot.
Perfect. I love the tagline. And then Danny,
2 failures.
2 failures.
Hey, high five, failure time.
But you gotta see, my body was deteriorating before the bombs hit. So
I'm sure.
I'm
Mhm.
lucky that I'm even walking around, you know?
Have you tried smoking for that?
Yes, doctor, I have. I'm also a doctor. So
Okay.
Not
It's
a
not the
robot.
right one. Not a robot.
We are going to say, as you have moved your way through, there have been a few tumbles, a few bumps, a few times when the ceiling started to collapse and then land on the both of you. So you're going to take about 3 damage directly to HP.
Boo.
Everybody or just the failures?
Just the
Just the
failures.
failures.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
That's a harsh
Simple math
amount.
is
So
really
I rolled
rough right now.
pretty.
does
pretty
robot
well.
use scrap to heal?
Yes. So you are going to have someone or yourself try and do the repair skill on you in order to actually get your HP back up.
I got to repair a 4.
I was gonna say,
can
you
fix
probably
you.
don't want to ask me. I don't know anything about robots.
Come, robot.
I
I
can
will
slap
fix
you
you.
on this board with the board.
I grab my multi-tool pliers and I go, tip, tip. Come here, robot friend.
That look.
No.
All right.
Well,
But you all managed to make it across and onto the 4th floor. The very first thing that you notice, though, is it is pitch black in here. There's enough of an overhang from the collapsed building to the side that it is shrouding this entire area in darkness.
I fire my gun.
Okay. You do a desk pop real quick and lights up the room for a split second. It seems like there's a bunch of different cubicles around here, maybe like computers set up somewhere, but there's not enough time in that desk pop to really take in everything.
Can I have that one bullet?
Here you go. You're lucky with all that falling we did earlier that I didn't lose it. These pockets aren't what they used to be.
and I kind of like put my hand in my pocket and like you can see my fingers like
Yeah.
wiggling out because there's a big hole
You
in
know,
them.
just because you're old doesn't mean your clothes need to be old.
Well, there's not really shops around here, you know?
Yes, of course. There's no shops.
You should get a sweet leather jacket.
Yeah. I do like yours. I used to have one like that. It was a couple 100 years ago, though.
All clothes provided by the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood provides everything. All
Must be
hail Lord
nice.
Maxim. Father of the Brotherhood.
Repair?
He won't let me. I tried.
No, I said no.
Okay. No to that.
Yeah.
How are we wanting to tackle this obstacle?
I have a flare.
Okay.
Is this like signal flares? Like you strike on the ground and it goes like a flare gun.
A signal flare.
Oh, that's nice.
I am gonna take my signal flare, swipe it on the ground, and then yeet it as far as I can.
Okay, go ahead and give me a throwing roll. Difficulty 0.
Excuse me.
Yes.
A yeeting throw.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Make sure that you have enough skill ranks in your yeet skill, please. And
I have a shiny belt buckle, so my yeet skill is at least 3.
oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, go ahead and give me a. What'd you get?
We don't need to talk about it.
Okay. I mean, it is a difficulty 0. This is just to like gain some more action
yeah.
points since you spent it all.
So one passes, one's a critical fail.
Oh, a critical fail.
I thought we agreed not to talk about it.
How bad do I want to be?
I mean, can he light his pants on fire? I mean, I know I'm not on your side.
I like
I know
that.
I'm not on your side.
No, I really do like that. You light it and you toss it, and it lands and it illuminates this entire room.
Okay.
Because it's starting to catch on fire. So, now that you can see, though, there's definitely a bunch of cubicles in here. The fire is on the far side of the room, and it is very, very slowly starting to spread and fill this entire room with a bunch of smoke. However, you do see that there seems to be some stairs, or a little sign to stairs off to your right.
How big
However,
is the
that
fire?
door-
Wait.
Sorry.
To go up
Sorry.
in a burning building.
Yes.
It'll be fine.
Why don't we just leave and go get some drinks?
No contractors. We have a job to do for the Brotherhood.
There is that door there that does seem to have a keypad next to it.
Oh.
Additionally, just on a lot of these cubicles, there does seem to be some working computers. But this fire, the question for how big the fire is, I don't know. It's maybe like...
I have hazard detection. Do I detect the fire?
the amount of the amount of alerts that are clouding up your heads up display is wild. You're blind in one eye from how many alerts are coming up.
Excuse
Like,
me,
there's a
all.
fire.
All. Dr. Botswain here. I have detected a fire. I would like you to know.
You're a fucking genius.
I do believe it is on the other side of the room.
Good job,
Glad you're
Robot.
on the team.
Good job.
It is very small at this point. Maybe about a total fire area about that.
Perhaps
of
my
like
ass fire can put out this fire.
maybe about that of a house plant.
Hey, you. I know you really like your jacket, but can we use it?
To do what? It's leather. It's not gonna put out a fire.
If you hit it hard enough, it will.
So your jacket will take away the oxygen, and there'll be no fire.
Wait a second. What is it? We could cook some mole rat chunks on it.
I'm just a little worried that all of this technology in here might get destroyed. And
Well,
we
like,
might
but
not
the
be able to
technology is
keep going.
definitely not as cool as my jacket.
While they're talking,
Yeah.
I will double your pay
try to move
for
my
this
way
if you
over
give us your leather
to the
jacket.
fire and see if I can
Even though
start
I
putting
can't,
it out.
I would double your pay.
Okay.
If
with
we're
the-
lucky,
I'd do it for one
With
of
the
those
buzzsaw.
sweet power
Okay.
armors.
Give me just a moment.
Sure.
I'm gonna paint flames on it.
You can do whatever you want with it.
I want a written contract.
He doesn't have any paper in his
He's a
inventory.
scribe.
I have no paper.
Listen, can we work out the logistics
You start
later?
hearing buzzing.
You start hearing buzzing as Dr. Botswain has come over, and I mean, I have to imagine in your head, I mean, you're just doing a standard operation here,
Correct.
right? Yeah, I mean, let's go ahead and just chop off the arm of the fire here.
Correct.
And
Yes.
go ahead and give me. Fuck, I don't even know what to make you roll here.
How about survival agility?
Okay, why survival agility?
Survival to put out the fire, agility to not fuck myself up.
I like it. Let's roll it. We're going to say difficulty of 1 on this one.
Okay. You know what? I've earned a lot of these. I'll take one for myself. So we have 1 success.
Nice.
That's all that you need. Surgically, each time you make a cut, the speed of the buzzsaws actually manages to, weirdly, because this is a fantasy universe, rather than like make the fire grow, it's starting to put it out. Whoa.
Wow.
Kind of like a
Crazy.
candle.
Crazy.
And you're pretty quickly done with that. And now that the fire's out, so is all the light in this room, and you're back in darkness.
is the torchy thing out as well? Yeah.
As part of the complication, I'm
Yeah.
going to say yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna blondie make my way to those computers we saw earlier.
Okay. I mean, there's a bunch of thuds, but you managed to find one. It
Are you all done arguing now?
is a very, very low glow coming from the computer terminals, but there is a slight glow there. The computer does seem to be on.
Can I log into it?
You open it up, and it is asking for a password.
I fixed my glasses.
Try password 123.
I go, no, I am a trained Brotherhood scribe. I'm gonna hack it.
All right. So that is going to be a science check. Intelligence plus science.
Okay. I also have hacker. I bring difficulty of skill test to hack computers decreased by 1.
So 2 goes down to 1 for this.
12 and 17. Intelligence and science. 1 success, 1 failure.
Dang.
But that's all that you need. That's good. You managed to log into this
Wait a minute, what
computer.
word was it?
What word was it?
Yeah.
As you were going through, it actually was really lucky on your account because it was mostly just the parentheses that you were picking up until there was only one word left, and that word was butts.
Nice.
Flaming butts. I like it.
You get in using butts as the password onto this computer, and you see it seems like a memo was sent out, and it says keypad or keypad door number. And reading through it, it sounds like there was some issues with this keypad in that people kept on forgetting their codes, so they constantly had to reset it. To the point then that there was like a weekly email to those who had access for this code. This is one of those emails. And you look through and it looks like it's a little bit corrupted. You are seeing some broken characters making up the first 3 digits of this code. And then the last 3 digits of the code, though, are 4, 5, and 6. It's going to be a tough one.
Our forefathers. Woo, they were. They didn't give us all the answers, but we have half the code. Half the code is 4, 5, 6. We don't know the first part.
We don't.
I think it might be. I think it might be 1, 2, 3, guys.
Hang on.
Dr.
hang on.
Botswain put out a fire.
These people were intelligent. They built the atom. Do we think
They
it's
did-
that
well-
simple?
They
Did
built
they build the atom?
the atom. Sir.
Okay, well I'm not that smart, so they must have built the atom.
Listen,
Yes.
I've been around the block a little bit, and I feel like I know people pretty well. It's worth a shot for just doing 1, 2, 3. You know, I really think we might as well try it. I think you're onto something.
Were there other computers?
There are a few other computers that seem to have that very, very low glow. Keep in mind it is still very dark in this room, but you can see maybe 2 or 3 more.
Yeah.
I look in contemplation, very deep. And I get up, I go to the next computer.
I go to the door.
You go to the door?
I'm
Okay.
going to hack the next computer.
We will pause at the door for you. However, Scribe Coffee, you go over, and I need another science plus intelligence check. While you are doing that, we're going to come back to Dr.
Yeah, I'm good.
Botswain,
Yeah.
and you approach this door. There appears to be a small little like rectangular window that peers through. It seems like it's connected to a hallway, but you can't really get like angled right to be able to peer too much more into there. But I would like you to roll a perception plus survival. It is going to be a difficulty 3 because of the how dark it is here. However, because you are a robot, it's going to go back down to 2.
Okay. No, that was terrible. Those 3 fails.
Okay. Hallway on the other side.
Cool. Is there a door code button?
There is a keypad to the right of the door.
1, 2,
yes.
3, 4, 5, 6.
And we're going back to Scribe Coffee while you're typing in that code. You successfully entered? Okay,
Nice.
This password actually was a $sign.
Ooh. Our forefathers were intelligent. Very good Chinese stop hacking. Hacking stopped.
I have a very important
I have a very important announcement. I figured out what I look like. Have you guys seen Rocky Horror Picture Show?
No.
Okay. This is less relevant then. There's a character called Riff Raff.
Okay.
For those listeners who've seen it, you'll know.
Hold on, I'm looking it up
But it's very important to me that you know that that's what you're looking at. Riff Raff is a male character, and I am playing a female ghoul, but they look
now. Oh, okay, gotcha.
very similar. Still got a little hair, you know?
Yeah. Just
Oh,
a
well,
little
I'm sorry
bit
that I
wisps.
misgendered your ghoul character earlier.
Oh, that's fine.
How dare you?
I, first of all, didn't hear it, and second of
all of the
that's okay.
identifiable bits have rotted off. So
That's a good
Just
point.
like Frankie.
Yeah, just like Frankie.
Rip.
He's still alive.
I know, I'm sorry.
So you managed to hack in, feeling pretty clever. And you see the memo. And you're starting to scroll down, just to the point where you see the click, and the door just swings open because the password was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
I stand up and yell, I got it!
Guys, it just makes sense.
Good job. Good job, team. Good
This
job,
this
contractors.
memo that you read had a little bit more in there, and it was basically just the
Don't
IT
open this
and
door.
security being really pissed off, just saying like, "Look, we're gonna make it so fucking easy that anyone can figure this one out." Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Now say it with me now. And then for that memo it was corrupted. But you get the idea.
I figured it out.
Door swings open, and there is a relatively long hallway, maybe a good like 40, 50 feet, that is going off to the left as you enter the door. Similarly, very dark. Yes.
fire my gun.
Oh, desk pops. Got it. Pop. Before you do that, has anyone else gone into the hallway?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Pop. Brief illuminations allow you to see just at the end of this hallway, there is in fact stairs going up. There's also an elevator connected here as well that may or may not be powered. But I need you all to roll me an agility plus survival check. Not you two, because you two are not in the hallway.
Oh, dawn.
Agility plus survival.
Yes.
Okay.
A difficulty of 2.
I have double pass.
I double fail. Not a 20, but it's me. It's me. I'm the problem.
Okay.
It's me.
That is 3 damage. 3 energy damage to your
But
right arm.
So 0.
So 0, and that means that you're going to resist the stun effect that goes with this.
Oh, thank heavens.
Because all throughout this hall, there seems to be these ceiling-mounted arc mines. It seems to be some kind of a security measure.
I'm a
mines
dummy.
or guns?
Not guns. They're like...
I mean, once they go off, do they fire again?
No. Once they go off, it seems that whatever fusion cells were powering them just kind of like detach and then fall to the ground.
I lied to you. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm like this. It says energy damage resistance 0, and in my brain,
Oh, you were going to take 0.
I was gonna take 0.
No, so you take 3 energy damage,
Okay.
and you are stunned for a round.
Sick.
Am I able to determine how many there were?
It looks like 3 of them went off in this one blast. However, from your desk pops, you are able to see that there is a further 3 down the hall closer to the elevators and stairs.
Coffee?
Yes, robot.
I believe we need to head this way.
I'm gonna assume I saw that from my desk. I heard the screams, and I can realize it's an explosion.
Man, how nice do I want to be here? Go ahead and roll me a perception plus survival check. Difficulty of 1. We'll just make it, nice and fair.
Perception's 8, survival. I passed 1, fail 1.
Okay, so yes, you did see a brief illumination. You didn't hear any screams, though, because the person who got hit is currently stuck, frozen in place as they are stunned.
I see. Well, maybe, Robot, we should throw something in the hallway to set these mines off.
I mean, does he know the mines?
Or do I know that?
I'm going to leave this one up to you.
I don't know how you would know that.
In
what's
character, what would you assume?
I'm sitting there, I just heard the pop. And
You heard desk pops, and then you saw, instead of the normal kind of like orangish kind of light from the desk pops, there was also a bluish light.
What
I
happened?
mean, you can come.
No, yeah, I'll walk
I've
up.
beckoned you.
Yeah, I walk up there. What happened, Robot? Tell me.
The door's open.
I see that. What happened to the zombie, though?
Stunned.
Stunned by?
Weapons.
Ooh, what type of weapons? What type of archaeotech did we find?
Blue.
Blue archaeotech. I look deep in complication. I'm not saying that right, it's okay. What type of blue?
Quick.
Quick blue? Like quick bloom? Quick blue.
Quick blue.
Quick blue, I see. Do I see, when I looked at do I see that, the mines were there, those explosions or anything?
It's pretty dark in here. Perception plus survival difficulty of 3, unless you have something else to
My
do or
character's
something else to
dumb.
pitch.
I'm going to play as my character. He thinks
Okay.
he's invincible. He's going to say, okay, good. Well, there's the stairs. Let's go.
Okay. And off you go.
Mhm.
While you're doing that, Kyrie, what are you doing?
I'll follow him down the hallway.
Okay. How closely behind?
Not that closely behind.
Okay.
not that closely.
Not because I know anything, just because I've seen like what happens to coffee.
Okay,
So-
yeah.
Yeah, between the silliness downstairs
Lit
and
everything
the
on fire.
yeah, the fire and it's
I
probably
am
good
that's fair.
protocol to
That's
stay
valid.
I
away.
know what I'm doing. Hold the hood.
Okay. You walk down, and now I need you and Kyrie to roll me an agility plus survival. This is definitely one way to do this. I would like to say, though, one of you has the light step perk.
That's me.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's an important one to know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What would it have given you?
1 pass, 1 fail.
Sorry?
What would it have done?
I have a 19, which fails, and a 1.
When you roll a
Which
complication
passes.
on an
Okay.
agility test, you ignore a complication.
That's
for
a
HP
critical
spent.
pass, right?
But I would have had to spend
Oh,
caps that we don't
got
have.
it. Got
Yeah.
it.
So we have 2 successes from Kyrie and 1 success from Coffee. So, Coffee, you would have taken 2 of these mines to the face. You're just going to take the 1. And Kyrie, you were only going to take 1. You didn't. And you earned an AP. So, Coffee, I rolled a blank on the die. You take no damage as, weirdly, the arc mine gets set off, but the electricity just seems to, almost biblically, go just directly around you and into the ground.
My
I
answer.
told you it was safe.
Yes, Robot, you are right. This is safe. Let's go.
Okay, there are stairs and there is an elevator. This skyscraper probably has about 30 or 40 stories to it.
I click the elevator buttons. I don't know what they do. I just click the buttons.
Okay,
He's rolling.
okay. Ding.
Oh no, we're doomed.
The elevator doors open up and elevator's right there.
What's inside the
But
elevator?
Is it dark? Is it light?
It's very dark in there, yeah. Except for the very faint glow around some buttons.
I'm not just gonna get into a refrigerator.
Robot, come tell me what's inside this elevator, please.
I push him in the elevator.
Okay, go ahead and
What's
give
an
me an
elevator?
athletics check. Athletics plus strength, a difficulty of... Well, actually, we could do an opposed roll. Are you resisting?
I will resist.
Okay, also an athletics plus strength check.
I fail.
Am I still stunned?
No, you would have gotten
passed.
unstunned as they started approaching the elevator.
One crit fail, one
And I pass.
pass.
What's an elevator?
An elevator is a way for you to go up and down really tall buildings. It has a pulley system, but it's
This is actually a
it's electronic.
This is a maglev elevator.
Okay, well, listen, not
It
all of
is.
us are
What?
as smart as the good doctor. But the point is, it goes up and down, so you don't have to take all these stairs.
It's a magnet elevator?
Yeah, it goes up and down, so you don't have to take all these stairs.
Coffee? Does the
Oh.
Brotherhood know about this?
Coffee went flying in already. He's gone.
Coffee actually face planted right into the elevator.
Did the elevator go up?
It did not actually, luckily.
What's inside, Coffee?
However, given that it is a maglev kind of an elevator, you're feeling like a weird pull coming from your bore. Don't know what that's about.
Or you want to go in there? Okay, I go. My boar wants to go in. I'm gonna follow him.
Okay, and in you go. Everybody else, what are you?
Well, no, I ask him what's inside. What does he say?
Nothing. There's nothing. There's blank
There's
space.
nothing in there.
There's no buttons.
There are buttons in there.
Okay,
Yes,
can
sorry.
you tell him that there's buttons?
I don't
No.
know why
There
you
are
would-
buttons in there. Yes.
Robot, thank you for your help in getting in this elevator. It's much appreciated. There seems to be buttons. I don't know what they do, but once we in here, I'm going to click the top one, because that seems smart.
That is smart. Yeah.
Yeah, you should probably click the top one.
But you need to be in here first, though, zombie. I think you should be in here with
Okay.
Take the stairs.
No, I told you earlier, my body has been slowly decaying for
How
years.
fast would I be able to take the stairs?
I would say probably at 1.5 times speed of a normal human. So in order to get to, let's say, floor 30 from floor 4, it would probably take you only like 15 minutes.
In the elevator, like 2.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll get in the elevator.
Once he's in, I click the button.
Okay.
The
Probably
topmost
all
button.
doomed anyway.
And the doors slowly come to a close. And
No,
the
we'll
moment
be fine. The boar wanted to come in here.
that they close, ting, the lights inside the elevator actually turn on, and it kind of hits you like a flashbang initially because it's so bright in here all of a sudden. But you can see that there are 2 buttons in here. One is for the 4th floor, and one is for floor 39.
I click 39. Like 6 times.
Okay?
You don't have to. You just push it once. It's okay.
I click it again.
And it's at that final click that a panel seems to just flip over, and it's another keypad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wouldn't you know it? You're fucking expert here. The panel flips back around, and the elevator starts moving, and you start ascending. Once you reach the apex of this elevator shaft, the doors open once again, and inside, it's actually not dark in here. There seems to be a good amount of various different fluorescent lights. As you walk in, there are about 2 or 3 different, what seems to be like lab setups on various different tables. And then off to your left, you are seeing, it seems like glass closing off a separate room that has an antenna in it. And there's maybe 2 or 3 of these separated rooms, each with a different looking antenna. And then off to your right, you see what seems to be a large door, kind of like almost looking like a safe, not like a vault door, but like a large safe, like a bank vault kind of a thing, that is partially ajar. And on the far side of the room, you see a door and the words exit over top the door.
While we're in the elevator ride, may I heal peoples?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Go ahead.
How much damage do you have?
My current HP is 9.
Okay. How healed do I?
So it's going to be a medicine plus intelligence check. And you have a couple perks that are associated to it.
I have healer and medic. When using the first aid action, increase the amount of HP healed by +1. When you use the first aid action to try to treat an injury, you can reroll 1d20. Now, treating an injury, I assume, would be like a hurt limb.
Yeah.
Like limb damage.
Correct.
Okay.
The first aid action is an intelligence plus medicine test with a difficulty equal to the number of injuries the patient has. The patient has 0 injuries. So it's a difficulty 0, and they would heal a number of hit points equal to your medicine rating +1 because of the perk.
For flavor, I would like to remind everyone, though, that I am a ghoul. So you would be healing me using radiation.
That is another way that you can be healed, yes.
Oh, I can take normal.
Yep.
Amazing. I thought it was screwed.
You can take both.
Sick.
So I got a 4, which ties my medicine, which is a key ability. So I gain a cap.
Yep. Actually 2 caps because this was a difficulty 0 test.
Okay, 2 caps. And then I have 2 successes at +1 heal.
So what is your medicine skill rank?
Fazor.
4? 4 plus the 1 from your perk. 5. 5
Wow.
5 damage healed.
I'm almost fully healed now. Thanks.
Oh my god, you took that much damage?
Yeah. Thanks.
Robot, would you like me to fix you? And I pick up my multi-tool, I go click, 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 click.
No.
Click, 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 click. Click, click.
No touching.
Okay, Robot. Put my multi-tool away. Very sad.
And it's at this point that the doors go ding.
Yep.
And we see everything.
Wait, do you need healing?
Nah, man, I'm good.
Okay. Does anybody else need healing?
I'm good.
Okay.
You
It's
need
actually
healing,
kind of
though.
unfortunate for you, Kyrie. You have a perk called Adrenaline Rush. It's a very, very interesting perk.
Oh, yeah. Man. But I haven't taken any.
Haven't taken any damage.
Yes.
I could whack you. Would you like a whack?
Just to let everybody know, if Kyrie is below maximum hit points, he treats his strength score as 10.
What's your strength score normally? 12.
8.
12.
Yeah, it just goes down.
I'm not intentionally letting him put his buzzsaw on me. But
No. I wouldn't put my buzzsaw on you. I'd use my pinchy pincher.
Okay, that's not going to happen.
I mean, what's a missing tendon or two, right? Like, doors open, and what I described is what you see before you. Various like blinking lights and diodes coming from the like scientific workbenches.
And
I look
and
at them in
door.
fascination and confusion.
Okay.
Is there any indication as to what would open the door?
On the far side, or the large vault door?
The large vault, not vault door.
The large vault, not vault door, is actually already partially ajar. It seems to be open maybe 6 inches or so.
Can I stealthfully firefly my way over there?
Sure. Roll me a agility plus sneak test with a difficulty of 1.
Sneak, agility. All right, we are looking for an 8. And we got an 8 and a 2.
Nice.
There you go. Go ahead and add another action point to your action point pool. And you manage to fly over there when suddenly your internal sensors are starting to tick.
Oh, okay. I stopped. What do I? Oh, radiation.
Radiation.
Am I affected by radiation?
Nope.
Well, I don't care then.
But maybe some of your... Sorry. Maybe some of your organic friends might be.
Sure. Okay. I keep going to the to the vault door.
Okay. You pop it open and
I didn't. I'm not popping it open yet.
Just taking a peek.
Just want to take a peek.
Okay. You take a peek inside, and this looks like a survival bunker. Like maybe a safe room for people to hide in the event of, I don't know, total nuclear annihilation or something. Which is weird that it's so high up, but
All right, I'll open it.
Okay. As you creak it open, you see that there are maybe 2 sets of bunk beds. And there is a fusion reactor, kind of miniature sized, in here that seems to be cracked and oozing some kind of greenish fluid, which then, as you follow it down, seems to be kind of overtaking some bones with weird tumorous growths on them inside of here.
Yikes.
Do I know what that is? I know what it is.
You would know.
I know what that is?
You would know what that is. Yeah. It looks like the exact same stuff that would be oozing out of green radiation barrels at various places in the wasteland.
What's your character's name?
Danny.
Danny,
Yeah.
could you take a gander in this room for me, please?
That seems a little suspicious, but sure.
You go over. The door's already partially ajar at this point. And as you walk in, those electrical burns that you had just received just slowly start stitching themselves back up. Heal back up to max.
Yay! Thanks,
I'm
Doc.
not a total dick. Just a doc.
God damn, that was a good one.
Put that on a t-shirt. Okay.
I'm really nervous. Out of character. I'm really nervous about glowing bones.
Yeah, it seems
Sure, it'll be
highly
fine.
suspect.
I mean, what is there to fear?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I
Since-
searched the room.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we do like a perception check now that I'm over there? And
I would like various different pitches based off of what you want to focus on in this room. So, for instance, if you're focusing...
So our goal is finding the terminal to the satellite?
Pretty much. It's supposed to be like some kind of a console that is supposed to link up to satellites. That's more or less all that you know at this point.
Okay.
I'd like to look for like surviving old world stuff
Okay.
that like makes that like if I think really, really hard about what it used to be like before the wasteland, stuff that looks important from back then. Does that make sense?
Okay. That sounds to me like it's more of like maybe a science plus intelligence kind of a role.
I want to find a robot repair kit.
A robot repair kit?
Yeah.
Definitely. I could see like intelligence plus survival, or maybe a science plus something. Science plus perception.
Sure. Let's do science plus perception. That's fine.
Okay. Difficulty of 1 on that one.
I'd like to argue perception because I might not know what it does, but I know that it looks.
So a science plus perception?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll allow that.
Sick.
What are you two looking for?
Is there something good to like punch in here?
There's a lot of good stuff. Have you ever punched through glass?
Dude, I want to take my door and just like punch it through some glass.
Yeah. Roll a melee attack on some glass. I'm going to say it's a difficulty of... It is going to be a difficulty of 2 because it's reinforced glass.
Okay. I've got heavy-handed.
Okay. While you are rolling that, Scribe Coffee, what are you looking for?
I'm gonna go look.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
Don't they have to deal with the radiation?
If they approach that door, they absolutely will.
Okay.
I go to the other side where there's those 3, like, I forget what you call them, like uplink panels, towers.
Oh, like antenna?
Yes.
Yeah.
I go and I investigate.
I got a 6. And I got a 20.
And a 20. Okay.
Oh no, you cut your hand and now you get adrenaline. What a terrible thing that's happened.
And a 20. Ooh. You swing, and it hits the glass, and then you swear that you hear a squeal. And some of the tusks on your boar, there's a pretty big crack in them.
No.
Meanwhile, Scribe Coffee, I would like you to roll me probably a perception plus science as well.
Okay. Two passes.
2 passes. Okay. You managed to look in here, and it's not the first 2 little rooms, but it's that third room that's like cut off with glass that you see what seems to be almost kind of like a large control panel. It's maybe about 2 feet wide and like a foot long, but it's got various different like little joysticks and several different buttons on it, as well as what seems to be a dome that is giving off a pulse, almost like a radar kind of a pulse.
Do I think this is what we're looking for?
This looks to be the most important thing in here.
Can I investigate it further to unlock its mysteries?
Ooh.
Yes. In just a moment.
Okay.
What did you get on your roll, Danny?
1 success.
1 success?
Mhm.
You're looking around through here, and you do see that a lot of these vials seem kind of interesting. In fact, one of them seems to contain a dose of Medex. It's clearly labeled Medex on there, but it's weird because it's in a vial form, and usually Medex is in a syringe.
Mm.
Dr. Botswain.
1 success.
1 success. You are looking around here on yet another table with a bunch of various different like mechanical components. You see what seems to be like a spring wrapped around some kind of like a metal rod and a small like electrical charge pack, which looks very reminiscent of a robo repair kit.
I use it.
You heal 4 hit points.
Cool.
Nice.
It's like the electricity kind of like arcs into you, and it feels good, I guess.
Well, that feels wonderful.
So, coming back to Scribe Coffee, it takes you a little bit to figure out how to actually enter this room. But you see that there is a lever just to the side of this glass door. And you pull down on the lever, and the glass seems to lift up, allowing you to enter this one room.
I enter the room.
Okay? And you walk in. Nothing. No traps.
Good, I wasn't looking. I was too excited for technology.
Okay. But right before you is what seems to be, by all accounts of that the Brotherhood gave you at least, exactly what you're looking for.
Can I take it with me, or is it like built into the ground?
It seems to be like clamped in to a podium. And just undoing the clamps allows you to take this rather large control panel.
And how big is it again?
It's about 2 feet wide and like a foot long.
How heavy is it? Is that like when I try to pick it up, can I lift it?
It's about 20 pounds. It's one of those things that it's not in itself heavy, but it's awkwardly shaped, and you don't want to like press any of the buttons on there, so you have to hold it a little bit weird. Maybe like switch arms every now and then.
I leave it there, and I walk out, and I yell to the group, "I have found what we're looking for."
Ah, awesome.
And I grab the vial of Medex and I pocket it, and I walk my way over to you.
Good. We shall take this back to the Brotherhood, and you shall get your just reward. The scribe will be pleased.
What is it?
I do not know, but the Brotherhood deems it important, so it must be so.
Okay.
There's some conspiracy going on over here, listeners. Some notes being passed. Do you care to share with the class?
No, actually. I'm the teacher in this scenario, so I'm fine with it.
Oh, okay.
I'll
What
let
does
it
that make
slide.
me? Probably the brown noser. I would love to be the class clown, but that's probably not me.
It's at this moment, actually, as you all are maybe like celebrating a little bit, that Scribe Coffee, you're hearing, come and Scribe Coffee, come and,
Where am I hearing it from? Do I have a radio?
if you'd like to check, I believe you do.
3 successes, including a critical.
1 crit.
Add an AP.
I also got a crit, so do I add 1?
Yep.
Okay. And
Oh,
then-
sorry, you don't have to roll for it. In your inventory, you do have a radio.
Oh, okay. I think you said roll for it, so I was like,
Oh, sorry, no.
Oh man, I got a crit for nothing.
No, keep it there. Keep it there. You're fine. You can
Nice.
still have the AP.
Okay.
But yes, your radio appears to be going off. It maybe like jostling around, got tuned just a little bit off frequency. That's why it's coming in garbled.
I retune it and I try to speak into it and say, "Go for Scribe Coffee."
Scribe Coffee, there appears to be a massive energy reading coming into your position. Have you found the device? Over?
I found the device. Good copy.
Roger that. We have vertebrates coming in. Please make your way to the roof. We fear that you have bogeys inbound. Over.
Roger, on the way to the roof.
Roger, out.
I tell them we have
Roger
ba-
seems nice.
He's a good man. He's a good brother of the hood. It sounds like there's bad guys coming, my friends. We must get this device to safety at all costs. And I go back and I grab the device.
Okay.
And I believe this is the exit. And I point towards the exit.
And
So
that
let's
is the exit. It's as you all are starting to move out that Dr. Botswain, you've been doing a little something. Would you like to describe what you've been doing?
I have been disabling the exit.
The elevator
The
specifically,
elevator,
right?
specifically. Yeah.
You've been tampering with it, fucking with it a little bit. As you start floating away from that elevator, you see a massively bright beam of light as coming, just materializing in the elevator are 3 synths, one of which is wearing a black leather coat that looks so much cooler than yours, Kyrie.
Fuck this guy.
And he has the glasses to match with it. Solid black lenses.
Oh.
He's mine.
Like Mr. Smith.
And that's when, as they materialize in and their weight actually touches the elevator, suddenly the elevator just falls. As Dr. Botswain, you have been fucking with the whole maglev aspect of it, and you left it with just enough magnetization that if there's no weight on it, the elevator holds. But as these 3 get introduced, they plummet straight down into the ground.
Oh, snap.
And the
You
glasses and the leather jacket are gone.
I guess so.
Good job, Doctor. Good planning ahead. The Brotherhood will be proud of you.
It may not have gone how you wanted it to, but
That's crazy.
Well, this is awkward.
Good planning. He prepared ahead of time for the enemy. Good thinking. I make my way to the exit.
Can we like rappel down the elevator shaft?
I mean, you do still have ghoul intestines. You could get down a couple floors, I guess.
How far down did it go?
Do you look?
Yeah.
It went all the way down. As in, this elevator is probably part of the rubble.
So
At the bottom.
he's distracted looking down the elevator.
Yes.
I shoot at the scribe.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
What's our distance?
I believe it would be considered medium range, which will increase your difficulty by 1,
By 1.
making it a difficulty 2.
Okay.
Listeners, he just used a bottle cap, even though he's being a traitor.
What do you... I also used 3 bottle caps to... Anyways.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't know you were being a traitor at that point. Now I know.
I didn't know that I was being helpful at that point. Oh, right. It's at the thing. It's a 10. 2 successes, and 2 of them are under my guns, so 2 get added back to the pile.
Okay. Go ahead and separate your pile from everyone else's pile, please.
Okay.
Because we're going to be doing some inter-party conflict. I need you to roll a hit location and damage for the shot.
Torso.
It's a torso shot, and...
Now, I have rate 4, so can I push it?
Yeah, so you can spend up to 4 extra ammo in order to add up to 4 extra damage die.
Okay, so we will spend all 4 ammo.
Okay, all right.
So 37. And so that's going to be 7.
7 damage. Oh, this is not looking too good.
That's a couple. 4, 5, 6, 7 with 3 heads.
Okay, do you have any special effects on this weapon? It would be under the effects, not the qualities.
Don't effects burst. I don't know.
Burst. So what burst does... Hold on, it's on here somewhere. Burst. So you can hit 1 additional target within close range of the primary target for each effect rolled.
I will hit him.
Kyrie? All
Was
right.
he near me though? Because I was on my way
I
out
don't
to
know
the exit.
quite what the position.
I was
is.
running to the exit. With
You
the
were
thing.
towards the exit. The only other person that would be near him would be Danny.
They don't shoot Danny.
Okay.
Aw.
So, Brat, you take 7 damage to the torso. It is physical damage, so apply your damage reduction.
Okay, so I take 6 in total.
6 in total, which is a
Jeez.
critical hit. You have a gaping chest wound, and you are currently gasping for air, and you will take 2 damage die worth of damage every round until it is healed,
Oh my god.
or at least patched.
Oh, I'm dead.
I stand up from the elevator shaft with rage in my eyes. I grab a Nuka-Cola and knock it back. Add 1 AP.
Add 1 AP.
I point at him. You.
Go for it.
Am I close enough for the boar?
I believe... Well, Dr. Botsman, you were right next to the elevator, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. Do keep in mind, if you roll another complication, something fun's going to happen with the boar.
Well, if I roll another complication, I roll another complication.
Love to see it.
This is fun. I feel like we need to add more inter-party conflicts.
All right.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I got a 13, a 7, and a 1.
Well, it was a difficulty of 1, so how many extra successes did you get? That's
3.
3 total successes. That's 2 action points added to... I guess just like the good guys.
Their pool.
Good, that's a little
guys.
subjective.
We don't know who the
TM?
good guys
Yeah,
are.
we
I
really
don't know.
don't at this point.
I don't even know what's happening right now.
Yeah.
All right, so damage dice.
Damage dice. And hit location, please.
I have heavy-handed, so my melee damage bonus is increased by +1 dice.
Sorry, for hit location, because you are a robot frame, if he rolls a right leg, it's hitting your third arm. If he rolls left leg, it's hitting your thruster.
Okay.
Torso.
Okay, so that's going to be your main body. Roll some damage.
6, 7, 8, and I'll roll another one when these are through.
It's gonna hurt.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with piercing
gosh.
effect.
9
Oh
with
my
how
gosh.
many piercing effects?
Piercing 1.
Piercing 1, and you only rolled 1 head.
I rolled 3 heads.
3 heads, so that's piercing 3, so that cuts through 3 physical DR that you might have.
Oh my
And then it's 7 damage.
1,
9.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, 9 damage. I'm sorry. So what is your DR at your body for
3.
physical? 3. Piercing is going to cut all the way through that. You're going to take 9
Oh my
damage
gosh.
to the body as you are starting to leak coolant from your inner workings, and you are going to suffer a very similar bleeding effect to Scribe Coffee.
What do I need to do another major action?
2 action points, and then the difficulty of that is going to be increased by 1.
I would just like to note that I've got my baseball grenade in my right hand, my baseball bat in my left, and I'm kind of just standing there like bewildered, like just what in the fuck is happening
I go
right
for
now? Just kind of
another
looking
swing
back
with
and
the board.
forth.
Okay, go for another swing. Difficulty 2 now.
But I only get 2. Was this the last cap?
That's the last cap.
YOLO.
I'm spending it.
YOLO.
Okay.
All right.
20.
Ooh.
Shit. Fuck. Okay. So I got a 4, 10, which I think are successes, and then a 20.
Okay, so you do succeed. So go ahead and roll your damage and everything, but something's going to happen
Oh, no.
after the fact.
Do you have enough dice for your damage?
I am 1 dice short.
There you go.
Sweet.
Oh, you only need to do 1.
Okay, so I got
But big
Oh
numbers
my-
go burr. so,
Oh
like,
my gosh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 6 of those are with Pierce.
Oh my gosh.
I think this should be a joint effort. Describe your kill and describe how you die.
Well, the question is, can I do anything with my caps and my luck on my death?
I'll say yeah.
So how I die is trying to take him down into the shaft that we are next to.
I
Oh,
think that would
shit.
be pretty fun. Okay, I'm going to say you're spending a luck point to add a detail to scene. It doesn't fucking matter. You're going to spend a luck point, and we're going to have a roll associated to this. Describe how you initially start the execution here.
So I hit it. I smashed him once with the boar from the side, and the next time I jump up and come down on him with the boar, both tusks driving right into his cold metal heart.
Okay, we're going to need a roll here. I think
I have luck 8. Can I do anything with that?
luck 8. Oh, shoot. This is a tricky situation because it's something that I've not really had to deal with for our normal
You
party.
haven't had one party member betray another and the other murder him with a boar?
Yeah, it's weird. Honestly, a little bit weird. It should have happened by now, but
Crazy.
we're going to say that if you spend a luck point, we're going to have an opposed roll to see if Dr. Botswain is successful or not. Now, keep in mind, Kyrie, you are going to need to beat him. Not meet him, beat him in order to survive.
That's fine.
Oh my gosh, this is so intense.
We're
So-
just talking 1d20.
I'm thinking we could do 1d20 and whoever gets lowest. Just
To
kind of
roll
keep
off?
it simple. Just a simple standard roll off.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Where they're staring daggers at each other.
17.
8.
8.
Ooh. So I would describe this as you come down with the board, crushes into my head, my eye, my torso, which is shattered,
Yeah.
but my pincer, it gets you. Like right around the arm. And I just lean and take you down.
But I got an
Shaft.
8, so don't I not do
Lowest.
that?
Oh, lowest.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
You do grab something, though.
Okay.
No.
It's the boar.
No.
Yes.
No. Take me, not the boar.
And as the
oh
metal
no, it's the
husk,
complication.
it's the complication.
Oh,
as the metal husk
no.
falls down, the boar, now freed and unstrapped, apparently this thing has been regenerating the whole time. It's alive, and you hear it squeal. As it falls down the elevator shaft. Your board now does 2 less damage.
Rip.
Don't
Oh.
trust the Brotherhood.
Boom.
It's a long time of the until finally, just very, very faintly, just
At that, I'd like to look over at Coffee. Stuff ready.
What did he mean by that?
I don't know. That was the Institute that popped up. He might have been an Institute spy. Also, I'm holding my hand over the gaping hole in my chest.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh,
Yeah, I'm dying. He might have been an Institute spy. I'm not sure. I'm dying. Can we figure this out after I live? Anyone have any healing items?
I've got mole rat chunks. Those
Speaking
add
of,
one
you
max
do
will make
take 2 damage as you are continuously bleeding
Alright,
and
I have
suffocating.
3
a little
health left. I am dying. Anyone have anything to
I've
help?
got Brahmin milk. It
That
heals
heals
radiation damage.
Do you have any Med-X or any Stim Packs?
Don't you have Med-X?
bit. You know who
I've
had all
got
of that?
some Med-X.
She has a medic. That's true.
Can I have
yeah.
can I have the Med-X? I will make sure
Med-X.
you get his pay.
Med-X heals gives you extra DR.
That's
It is a stimulant. It is not a healing effect.
Okay, and then shit.
Can we look around for any medical things in this room?
You could. It's gonna take some time, though,
mean,
isn't it?
I'm
What-
not gonna find.
While they do that, I'm gonna.
I am keeping an eye on you.
Okay, I'm gonna use my
I'm suspicious now.
med skills to try to heal myself, or at least
Okay.
staunch the bleeding.
Difficulty is going to be increased by 1, so it's a difficulty of 2
Okay.
because you are performing the operation on
So
yourself.
do we have any of these
There-
left or
there are
all
no
been
caps.
used?
I
They
think
have
they're all
been
used.
Those are all spent. I kind of went nuts after Bot's way.
You're very good at one thing, and
I got medicine plus intelligence is 11. I got a 5 and a 9, so double pass.
you manage to patch yourself. You are going to require rest probably at the Pridwin in order to heal this.
Oh,
But for right now, you are stable and are no longer bleeding out.
I tell them, I don't know what that was. I'm not dying, but I'm pretty close to it. The Brotherhood's en route.
I want to do a sus check. I don't know what that means yet, but
That sounds like a speech,
a speech.
like charisma plus speech.
Oh man. Okay, I want to do it. We'll see. Those are not. Oh. Okay. Okay, 1 success.
1 success.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily him that's a little bit sus, but it's what you've heard around town.
Mm.
You've been hearing that the Brotherhood has been sending out contracts, and maybe Dr. Botswain was a little bit more informed on this. These contracts have gone around, but you know a lot of people who have taken up these contracts. Not many of them that have come back from it.
Don't trust the Brotherhood.
Listen here, Coffee. I know you have undying blind trust in your Brotherhood.
Yes.
I don't.
Okay.
I need to make sure that not only that I get my caps that I was promised, but also that the two of us,
And I kind of like swing my bat at you.
that the two of us leave this contract alive and well, and we're not messed with afterwards. Now, I don't think you can actually promise us that, but I want you to know that I will take you down with us,
And I kind of shake my baseball grenade at you.
if this goes south. Do you understand?
Yes.
I have not survived this long to be taken down by a bunch of nerds and their dumbass technology. Do you hear me?
We are here to kill the Institute. Are you the Institute?
Do I look like the fucking Institute?
Nope, so you're fine.
Wait, you're a nerd too.
You guys don't know that.
I thought you said it.
I think you might have.
I think I said that I was a doctor.
And the
but
whole
I
time, by the
don't
way,
think you
I'm
guys
heaving and
actually
coughing
know
up
that
blood.
I'm like a legit doctor.
Don't make me use this.
I don't want to die today, so we'll be good.
I did
Okay.
think he was lying to me when he said that if I gave him my jacket that he was going to give me power armor.
Sus, right? That's what I'm saying.
No, I mean, I know some guys, down south of Boston who wear power armor flames on their walk around. Just saying. They have cool jackets, too.
I'm into it.
I'll hook you up after this.
Sweet.
What are they called again? The something cats?
Hellcats. Alley cats. Something cats.
I'll look
Yeah.
it up. I
Thunder.
have the
Atomic cats.
Atomic cats.
Mhm.
There we go.
Well, on that note,
Those guys are really cool.
I ask my barbarian friend here to grab the satellite piece and let's hobble on upstairs. Because I'm dying.
I was like, hobble.
I have a hole in my
Rip.
chest.
Yeah, that sucks.
It does. 10 out of 10 would not recommend.
10 out of 10 doctors do not recommend
I don't know if
being
I'm
a gaping chest wound.
9 out of 10.
Oh, yeah. The 10th one's dead.
You fell down the shaft.
There we go. You all managed to hobble your way up just as vertibirds, 2 of them, start coming in and begin to hover just above the roof. Out of each of them comes a Brotherhood Knight in full power armor. Each one holding just a big, beefy minigun. Was the package secured?
I look back and I point and says, he has it. I
One
hobble my way over.
of them puts the minigun in their inventory and it just mysteriously disappears. Reaches out and then tries to grab it from you if you allow them.
I'll take it on to the vertibird for you. We're pretty high up.
Hand it over.
We're pretty high up, and you got a chopper.
I need you to roll a charisma plus speech check.
Oh no!
Extra point because his jacket is really cool.
Spend a luck point and I'll allow it.
I'll spend a luck point.
This guy's really into leather jackets.
Me too.
We're the same.
Okay, a charisma plus what?
Speech.
Charisma plus speech.
I'm gonna say
What does the leather jacket actually give you the bonus to in game?
it gives you a bonus to physical damage reduction in game. In this game, it gives 1 point of physical damage reduction and 1 point of energy damage reduction.
And in this game, 1 point of cool.
Yeah.
1 point. So my intelligence is 4, my speech is 1.
So 5 or less.
That'll do fine. I'm sure.
And what did I do with the luck?
You spent it so that then the difficulty is a little bit easier. Instead of a 2, it's a 1.
Okay. So I roll 2.
You roll 2.
4.
4?
4 and 6, but 4.
Okay. He, hand hovering over the orbital relay console. I like your jacket. And then he kind of waves for you to come along. However,
Dude, your armor's sick.
I was thinking about adding flames all across.
That's the best. You should do it.
And you two kind of start geeking out a little bit over that. However, there is still one other knight who has a minigun pointed directly at the non-human among you.
Coffee. What'd I say?
I walk up to him and I say, brother, she saved my life. Today is not today. we will pay them and let them leave.
I need a charisma plus speech check because knights are higher in the hierarchy.
Charisma of 5, speech of 3, 8, 1 pass, 1 fail.
1 pass. The minigun starts to slowly turn, like it's charging up, and then he lets it go. Very well.
Also, do you have a stem pack? I'm dying.
It's like I have it on me, but I have to get out of the armor to grab it, so it's a little awkward right now. We'll take care of it on the
I
bird.
could stand in the armor for you while you do it if you want.
That is a cool jacket. I mean, it would work. No, can't do that.
I hobble onto the nearest Vertibird and look for a medkit.
You hobble on, and there is another scribe there who starts tending to your wounds.
Thank you, Brother Scribe, ad Victoriam.
The 2 knights get aboard like the harness thing that comes down from the vertibirds and like attaches to them. And Kyrie, you managed to also get up onto a vertibird and...
Wait. Was I paid?
You only got 1 success.
I would like to attempt to do my baseball trick thing again.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Sick. Can I use a luck for this?
Sure.
She didn't get on the Vertibird with us?
No,
Oh, they decided not to kill her.
that's it. Yep.
Oh. I tried,
It's okay. You still
and now I
may
die.
live. Oh, that's not the right dice.
Which one's you aiming at, by the way? Am I on the one you're aiming at the other one?
Are we on the same one?
You're on different ones.
I'm not really.
You gotta go for coffee.
I feel like I'm going not for coffee, but specifically for that night.
Okay.
So
Damn
we'll
it.
see.
Who?
What is this again?
Explosives, I believe.
Explosives.
Which you are pretty good at. Now, do keep in mind, you can also use a luck point to re-roll one of your die if you would
No, I'm
like.
good.
Okay.
I'm good. That is 3 successes
And a
3
cap.
successes?
And a cap.
and a cap.
Yeah. Because you got a 3 and your explosive is what?
Oh, yeah, because you would have gotten
Oh.
so many
It's a 4.
successes.
Yeah.
So, we're
Thank
going to do something that I like to do on any game that I run, and I'm going to cutscene this. The vertibirds start trailing off, and Danny tosses the baseball grenade up, catches it, tosses it up, catches it, tosses it up, and swings in. It's going. It's going.
I do the like baseball thing where I like put my hand over my brow, watch how far it goes.
And right into one of the vertibird propellers. Coffee, you are immediately jettisoned from the vertibird, along
so
with
sorry.
the scribe working on you.
I use my pilot skill to fly myself gliding down to the ground.
Okay, and you,
Like a flying
if you had a
squirrel.
parachute, would have been perfect.
I
so
mid-air
sorry.
take my jacket. And burn all my luck points.
Just roll a d20. The lower the better.
8.
Oh,
8. Coffee crashes through in a nearby high-rise window. Is he alive? Is he dead? I don't know. That's up for the audience to decide. But this vertibird started spinning out, and down, down, down it goes, crashing into the ground. Kyrie, did you notice it? Or were you too busy talking about what color flames you
It
were
was
going
like-
to put on there?
I'm thinking like green flames, actually.
Oh, I was thinking maybe green, but then it goes up into a purple.
Oh,
Kinda
dude,
on there?
that's sick.
Because then that's the radiation, and then just purple's my favorite color. And
me
like,
too, man.
it is?
It is.
Dude, have you been thinking about getting the leather jacket, like all purple instead?
I've been thinking about that. The tough thing about purple is finding like the right purple.
And it's got to be the right purple.
It's got to be the right purple.
And like, you can't find it in just normal fauna or anything. They don't make the paint for that anymore.
Man. Every time I get a purple, it's not quite the right purple.
It's that off purple, and it looks kind of gross at that point.
Like too much of like a berry purple.
Yeah, and you don't want the berry purple. You want more like that, like Yao Guai, like messed up skin purple. Yeah. And away they sail into the sunset. And that is where we're gonna end our game. This has been fucking chaos. But God damn it, do I love it.
This has been really fun. Like, wow, I'm impressed.
I literally, you handed me a piece of paper just saying, I want to sabotage the elevator. And at that point I was like, oh, we were going to lead into like epic synth invasion coming in. You had to fight him off at the end, but no, this is better. This is better.
So much better.
That's awesome. So you weren't supposed to be a traitor? Like that wasn't like on your sheet at all?
No.
That's awesome.
You
That's so
know.
cool.
You do know why I attacked you, right?
No.
It has nothing to do with him. It was because you fucked up the elevator and the synths went down.
Oh, the jacket. Yeah, the jacket.
That's what I thought. I thought you were doing that with the jacket.
I didn't even think about that. That's so funny.
No, I didn't even think about that.
Wait, okay, so we didn't talk about this earlier. What is your guys' experience with playing TTRPGs?
I play a lot.
You play a lot. What do you typically
I play one shots mostly.
Typically play
Yeah.
one shots of a specific game, or
No. I play one shots of all sorts of different games, horror games, Eldritch fantasy games, D&D 5e. I stopped playing campaigns several years ago. I just felt like I have more fun with character development in a shorter time span than in a longer time span.
Yeah.
And you also can make different decisions that don't make your friends angry
Yeah.
when you have to see them next week and you shot them in the stomach.
Yeah.
But just also, I tend to play mostly at conventions or at different things like Wargamer Girls Valhalla, right? DM Scotty comes and he runs these very, very difficult horror games that are hard to survive.
Cool.
And so I just really like jumping into different characters, different voices, different ideas. And like, I'm very familiar with the Fallout world. And so it's like, a Mr. Handy model, with Vault Tech programming, right? I was like, something could kick on, right? That's not compatible with Brotherhood,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's possible.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really cool.
And they also tend to be kind of psychotic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it just felt like a reasonable transition.
No, I thought that was really cool.
Oh yeah, I saw that, and then the lore started spinning. Like, oh yeah, the Brotherhood is kind of fucked up, aren't they? Yeah, they are killing off all the other contractors, aren't they?
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought about like, oh well, do I try to bring somebody else in on it? I'm going to try to convince. But I was like, let's just see what happens, because we have enough different people here that you never know who's gonna, like, ghouls are not liked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zombies.
And I definitely noticed
Zombies.
you were willing to shoot at me in addition to him, but you were not going to shoot at her. And so, like, I could see, like, the wheels turning, and, like, maybe it was gonna. I was worried that grenade was gonna come for us when you were.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
You know what was funny though, because the other action that I was thinking about taking to get you on my side, I was gonna try to heal your pig.
Oh, if the pig had been hurt first.
Yeah. So like, if I had another action before you murdered me, I was gonna try to heal your pig.
Rip.
That could have convinced you.
But instead, I took it from you.
My character had
down the shaft.
My character had very simple motivations.
I will say, we had fantastic DMs at Nova, and I was playing an Eldritch horror game, and And the card, and I was actually told in the character that I was supposed to do certain things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the DM just would not, no matter how many successes I had, just would not, go along until like literally afterwards had to have a side conversation. He was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "You literally handed me this piece of paper that said, do this, 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 and this, and I'm doing it, and you're not like moving forward. What do you want me to do?" So it's hard to.
It is
sometimes
very
figure
hard.
out
Yeah,
where you
I
can
feel
go.
like that's kind of an issue when you over prepare. So I am very much of the idea that give me 15 minutes and a couple of minis and we'll have a game, because then I'm not tied to it so much. And then if, I don't know, someone crit fails on a flare, I can set the building on fire because that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Or someone wants to sabotage an elevator, sweet. We'll change it, adjust course, because that sounds a bit more fun to me. But I've always wanted to do something kind of like that, where I just give everyone playing like their character and then a note of like, hey, these are your allegiances and this is what you want at the end of the day, and kind of do like any heist movie where there's a shitload of
So
betrayal.
there's a fairy game that was at Nova last
Fae.
year.
Fae.
Fae.
Yep.
And it has that as a mechanic in the game.
Ooh.
So, like, depending on what sort of species you are, you have some built-in allegiance, and then you also have like character-driven allegiance, and you're doing a heist, and part of it is figuring out, what everybody's objective is, and whether or not everybody's on the same side, and how that plays out. Which was it was a pretty fun part of the system.
That's
that sounds
really
really
cool.
fun. Are they going to be there again this year?
I believe
Yes.
so. Yeah.
We've been
So-
wanting to play. We've been wanting to play Fae, but we haven't gotten to it yet. So that's really cool. That's a part of it.
Yeah,
I've
that
never
was fun.
played it, but I recorded a demo for them at Captain Con
Mhm.
for like 3 hours, and
Dang.
it was amazing. I wanted to play, but he had already too many people. I could
No.
never find the time. But it's on my list of games to play.
Yeah.
What about you two though? Familiarity with TTRPGs?
I play a little bit. This is my first one-off actually I've ever done,
Cool.
which I had a shit-eating grin the whole time. But I was having a lot of fun. Because most groups I do, like role-playing is not like a big thing they do, and you guys like we can do that. I'm like, I am diving headfirst into role-playing. I've done a lot of like the Fantasy Flight made some 40k ones many moons ago.
Like Wrath and
Inquisitor.
Glory.
I've done
Inquisitor.
I've done that one. And
Dark
I've done
Heresy.
the Inquisitor one,
Yeah,
and
one with
the Rogue.
one with the big 40 millimeter models.
We use regular 28 mil.
Okay.
Yeah, but I also done the Rogue Trader one too. And
Nice.
the only fantasy one I've ever played is Pathfinder. I've actually never played D&D.
Yeah.
I've only played Pathfinder.
Yeah, I'm a little bit biased. I like Pathfinder 100 times more than
I'm gonna like it
D&D 5e,
because
but
I've never touched D&D. I tried to play D&D in high school, and the one group of kids who were playing D&D were mean. So I went to the Pathfinder kids, and that's the only game I ever played.
there we go.
Wow,
Dang.
that is some. We could sing songs about that.
Yeah.
Sure. So, I haven't played a lot of traditional sort of TTRPGs. I've done some Dungeons and Dragons one-offs here and there, and I've dreamed about playing one of the BattleTech RPGs
Ooh.
many times.
I actually just the other day got to play the Alpha Strike
Alpha
kind of like
Strike, love
test of
Alpha
it.
Strike.
That game is so fucking fun.
Yeah,
War game, but it's really good.
We have that at Nova. Justin Hall, the armed painter, who's the Death Ray design, so runs it. I think Catalyst is going to be at Nova. for
Catalyst,
the first
and
time.
not only is Catalyst going to be at Nova, but they are setting up the giant.
the Irby.
Yeah, it's going to be. right in the
There's this
front.
big blow up urban mech. An urban mech is kind of this junk mech that's like the cheapest thing you can slap an autocannon on. It's not very good in universe. Well, it's slow and it has this, but it's fairly beloved because it's a real ridiculous.
But
mech.
it's a 47-foot tall inflatable.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
It's
That's
a life.
amazing.
It's a one.
Yeah.
It's a 1/1 scale inflatable version of this.
Yeah.
Where
mech.
is this going to be?
It's going to be right. It's going to be at the main the Washington Hilton is kind of like curved,
Mhm.
and it has like that front area fountain. It's going to be like right at the entrance.
I'm so excited to see it.
Yeah, I want a
the curse.
picture with it.
Okay, yeah.
It's gonna be real sick.
Yeah, and I heard that like a lot of the war games are having TTRPGs with them. Malifaux has one, I
Yes.
believe.
Yeah,
I wanna play that one.
Yeah, Malifaux's that's what I played. That was the Eldritch Horror. I did the Malifaux.
Oh,
RPG.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, plug away any last minute plugs that we want to do.
Yeah, so of course, obviously, please join us for Nova. It's a family-friendly event. It has everything from board games to casual painting classes, any miniature game that you can think of. There's demo halls. There's going to be music, cosplay show. If you paint miniatures for D&D or board games, you can still enter those into the painting competition. Our painting competition is very special because it accommodates people of any skill level. And there is no limit to the number of places. All miniatures are judged against themselves, not against others, which means lots and lots of people come back with really great feedback, but also with awards and things that you can put on your painting desk. And we would really like to get more RPG painters and board game painters involved, because it's not just the people who are playing Warhammer and Age of Sigmar that paint miniatures. We know there's a lot more people out there. That will be at the Washington Hilton the 28th to the 1st. That's August 28th to September 1st. And then you can find me at Cool Guys Nation on YouTube.
Yeah.
I also plug some stuff real fast. Come to Nova. As Aaron said, we're a family-friendly event. We have families who run Nova. Like my dad used to work for Nova. That's how I got involved. There's lots of kids, lots of stuff. And if you're not going to come play an event, come for a day, walk around, check it out. And if you have no one to go with, come here because you'll find friends. Every year I find a new group of people I just get dragged into, and I go have an adventure with them. So last year I ended up with a bunch of cosplayers just out back for 6 or 7 hours. It was a great time. You will find and make friends. And we have every event you can imagine. So even those tiny niche games, we have them. And I'll plug myself, I guess. If you come find me at Rogue Trader Miniatures at YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
Sick.
Yeah, it's a great show. Come out to see it. See a big 40-some foot tall Urban Mac. And just it's really one of the highlights of my year. It's like a second Christmas or something. I look forward to it all year. You know that dream that you have when you've like failed to go to class all semester and and it's time to take the test. I now have that dream about it's like Nova, but I've forgotten to go to Nova and I'm just heartbroken. And then I wake up and I'm like, oh, thank God. And I've never actually forgotten to go to a Nova, I feel.
That sounds horrible, but also like
So stressful.
nice.
Like I would absolutely cry.
Yeah. And it's like that's how important this thing is to me.
Yeah.
Like, that's like the recurring bad dream I have now.
Yeah, and like for those of you who may not really be super into wargaming, first of all, like it's been said a couple of times, there's also TTRPGs, there's board games, there's cosplay, there's all sorts of cool stuff. But like our first time at Nova was for the Rejects was last year, and it was seriously so fun. Not only to run the games and to play a few, but also to just go and look around and be around fellow nerds. Like if you've ever been to a nerdy convention, like you just, I don't know, you just know that those are your people, And even myself, not really knowing anything about wargaming in particular, I felt so at home, and it was so cool to go meet all of these talented people who are passionate about similar things that you are. So highly, highly recommend. We're so excited to be there for a second year in a row.
And because I don't think we've explicitly said it, we are going to be running games there. So, well, no, we did say it, didn't we?
Yeah,
At the
that's
very
whatever.
beginning. Yeah. Still, again, God damn it, we're going to be there too. So,
Family friendly.
family friendly.
Yeah, family.
Yeah, dude, the painting is just wild. There was one Space Marine army that I saw that was painted up like Star Command, so like Buzz Lightyear kind of colors. It was fucking incredible.
We have the Capital Palette, which is what our painting competition is, and then we have an entire wing of the hotel dedicated to painting, where you can just sit and paint and hang out with other people that are painting. You can take classes if you want to get better at painting, but we have gone from about 400 entries to we might crack 1,000 entries in the
Nice.
painting competition this year, which puts us in the top echelon of some of the largest painting competitions in the world, being judged by some of the best painters in the world. But even if you don't know anything about it, what I always find amazing is like, there's other people in the hotel, right, who are not there for Nova, and they're standing in line to look at all the miniatures, right, in the display cases or, you know, out on display inside the main hall. So it's pretty fun, no matter what your niche is.
Yeah. And if none of that appeals to you, but you are a little loot dragon, there's also tons of cool vendors that show up that you can go through their cool gaming stuff, or like the tables that Brothel of Sawdust, go check her out. You can find her on our Instagram.
We picked up a whole bunch of MDF terrain from there last year. Yeah. And it's awesome.
Tons of cool stuff too. So can't speak highly enough about it. There's literally something for everyone if you're a nerd in even the slightest manner. So
yeah.
Thank you for hosting.
Thank you guys for coming.
Super fun.
Thank you.
This was really cool.
So never forget that you all stink, and
especially at conventions.
Especially at conventions. Remember, deodorant exists.
Actually, we give soap as part of your onboarding. We give soap and deodorant.
Oh, interesting. So maybe for a weekend, you won't stink.
You will only stink at the games you play.
There we go. All right, deuces.
Bye.
We actually gave deodorant out in the swag bag.
That's amazing. I love that.